Misfit on the.
Yo, what up? It's your boy FKM broadcasting live from Studio 13 coming at you with another episode of Let's Chop It Up, man. I brought these two guys in here today. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, but I want to tell you, I brought these two guys in here today because they're part of this journey that I just found myself on. I know probably about a month ago, I've been telling you guys, like, I had been like low key, like in a funk, in a depression kind of, and these two guys are two major reasons why I found my way out of it, and we're gonna get into that right now. But I would like them to introduce yourself. Can you please introduce yourself, sir?
Hey, how's it going? I'm Jesse Munoz. I'm a project manager with the company that we all work for, also known as Kana Subsurface Engineering. I took on this role just a bit ago, and we went from a small band to we're like a community.
And
now,
it's growing, and it's still growing.
Yeah.
Can you please
100%.
introduce yourself to the audience?
Rogelio Landin, superintendent, Kana Subsurface Engineering, and same thing.
Hey, and
Yeah.
you guys both have never done anything like this, no podcast or anything.
No, I got some friends that got a podcast too.
So it's just one day I just asked them, like, hey man, you guys want to come on, and because I felt it's important for me to have you guys because you guys are part of the story, and I want to explain all of that because I haven't even really told you guys too much about it. So maybe I'm gonna start with that. So I was with Valverde. Jesse had worked with me. He was my boss at that company too, and I was there for maybe 5 or 6 years, and then I went to another company. I went to this other company. I guess you would say for a little bit more money, and I felt like it was the right thing to do, but I should have never left Valverde. Valverde never did nothing to me. Like, I just left for more money. And when I went there, it's like the people, nothing was wrong with the people or anything. I just felt like, I don't know, man, it wasn't a right fit for me. So I started looking for a new job, and I saw a truck. I saw a Kana truck or a KSE truck somewhere. I believe it was somewhere up here. And I was like, all right, that's a sign, And then after that, I was Googling union companies because I've only worked for a few companies in my career, dog. And then KSE popped up. So then I was like, let me go on my LinkedIn and see if I can find any more companies. And I hadn't had my LinkedIn login for a long time. Then I type in the KSE name, and I saw your picture right there. And I was like,
we need to update that, bro.
No.
Check it out, my boy.
Oh, no, it wasn't even your picture. I saw your name because before you didn't have a picture.
No, it was said keeping haters in the rear view. Fuck yeah.
And then I messaged you. It was 4 a.m. And I was like, hey, is this the Jesse Munoz that used to be my boss at Valverde, right? Yeah. And that day, dog, I was like, I don't think I want to work here anymore where I was at. It was like I was driving to LA every single day, and I don't know, dog. It just wasn't a fit for me. They didn't do anything wrong to me either. Like, I didn't leave on bad terms. I didn't get in arguments with anybody there. And then Jesse messaged me back, and he was like, yeah, man, how's it going? And then what did you say? Like, if what are you doing now? What's been going on?
Who
or
you
something?
with now? What you been up to?
Yeah.
Hope that you're well.
And then I was like, did I ask you about a job or something? Or
yeah, you were just pretty much. You guys got openings over there. I'm just looking for a spot,
and then by the time you responded to me, he was like, call Priscilla, and
yep.
I was in the office when he said call Priscilla, and she walked by me, and somebody said Priscilla's name, and I was like, hey, you're Priscilla? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, hey, Jesse told me to contact you. And then Priscilla's like, And he ain't tell me nothing, you know.
I didn't have a chance.
Yeah, it was like, dog, like I was already on my way over there to the fucking office. Like
That reminds me of that Snoop Dogg motherfucker, don't miss. Don't miss. You were on that shit. Huh?
Daniel,
That's right.
Yeah.
And then I ended up in a meeting with you that day, right?
Yep, that day.
You were in a meeting when I was there. And then you came out, stuck your head out, like, let's go upstairs.
Yeah.
And then here I am, man. We had a meeting for about, what, 20, 30 minutes, and then we agreed. And I was still in my other work truck, man.
We came to terms of his surrender.
Well, the thing is that I want to talk about, dog, is this is what I'm getting to is it wasn't so much that I needed another job because I didn't have problems over there. I didn't have issues where I was at. It wasn't so much that I had to find somewhere to go. It was the conversation that we had that day. Within that 30 minutes, bro, I knew that this is where I wanted to work and where I wanted to be. And I didn't even think twice about it. So what really caught my eyes and my attention, what I want you, if you can, speak on the culture that you have created. And you guys have created like an open door culture. Everybody get along. Nobody have bad attitudes. Everybody wants to help each other succeed. It's not like, you know how other older pipe layers are, like, get in the hole, and if you can't do it, then you got to get the fuck out of here.
This guy's no good. Send me another guy.
Yeah.
That's
So what happened when
common.
you came to this company? How did everything in the culture start, man?
So when I came to the company, there was a different set of heads running the place, and it was a lot of beat our chest type of thing. You know, one of the things that we had to change was to check the egos at the door. You know, everybody was basically trying to undermine the next guy so that they could be at the top of the pecking order.
And was this just management, or this
It's
was
just
like
management.
the field and everything?
It's management, and so then it bleeds off, right? Because if you really think about it, how we lead our guys directly reflected in how they treat each other.
Yeah.
Right. And so from the superintendent that's done it for 30 years to the guy that's been here for 6 months, right? They got to be able to stand on the same footing, or else there's no respect.
Yeah.
Right. And so the greenie, as we call him, the guy who's just been here is learning. We got to raise that guy. We got to raise him like we would our child, right? Our son, right? You're going to come over here. I'm going to teach you what we're going to do. And if you're not going to learn this, then you're going to get down the road, because we're not cut out for everybody.
Yeah.
Right? Because people are used to being yelled at and told what to do.
Yeah,
Go over there and beat your head against that wall for the next 10 minutes. I'll be back. Right? So there was a lot of that. And what we really had to focus on was pulling the rope in the same direction at the same time. Right? In football, we call it next man up. One guy goes down, the next guy's going to step in, and we're just going to keep rolling. Right?
Like,
Next
it's your
man up.
time to shine.
Yeah, that's it. Your name got called. Let's get in.
Your opportunity.
But what we are finding is that the guy that was next man in wasn't being taught because everybody was holding and bottlenecking information and not wanting to teach this guy. So that's what it was. We had meetings. We talked about it. Have expectations, right? I don't want you better for you, so that way it trickles down to the company, but I want you better for you. I want to pay you more. Right? I want you to be more skilled.
But do you really want to pay somebody more though? Like, who says that? That's what, like, and when you were saying shit like that to me, like, that's what I believed it, dog. Like,
Yeah,
I believe
100%.
you. Like,
It's 100%. Like take care of your guys.
Yeah.
So our most valuable asset is our field staff. Right? I mean, we got the office staff, myself included, right? But I came from the field. I came from the dirt, right? Digging holes, figuring out how to lay pipe, stringing pipe, getting from there to slamming to getting on the machine on a Saturday to learn it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We don't have that anymore. I'm sorry to say, like, right now we don't have that. We're missing that. Like that
dedication kind of thing. Like
that I want to be on top of the rock, right? That I want to be the best here, but I need somebody to challenge me at the same time. So let me bring this guy with me, right?
Yeah.
Because iron sharpens iron, right? That's a mentality, right? And so we had to change it one by one. There was guys that, like, I'm all for the guys. I'm all for us, right? Because I'm one. right? I'm sitting in a seat in an office. I got a window,
Yeah.
right? But I'm with the guys. I've been there forever, and I'll be there till I decide to not work anymore.
I think if you come from that, you're always gonna feel that way, right? You're always gonna feel like even if you're in the office, even if you're the main man, you're still gonna feel like you're always one of the guys because that's where you came from, right?
Yeah, and it's choice. It's choice words. It's a choice to make, right? Like one of the things that Rogelio can vouch for this. We don't. You said like us was my boss. I worked for him. I don't use for me. You don't work for me. We work together.
That's another thing that
we work together.
And he always said that. He corrects you all the time.
Yeah, no.
In real life, I tell everybody, in real life, he really does say that. He'll like say, no, you work for me. The other day, we're in a superintendent's meeting, right? And remember I said, it's his company or something. And then you were like, no, it's our company.
It's our company.
It's our company.
Own that
and
shit.
in real life, he's really like this. Not just because he's on the show or nothing.
No, 100%.
We were in a superintendent's meeting, and I said that, it's his money or his company. And he stopped me and said, no, it's our company.
It's ours. It's our money.
Yeah.
You're like, well, it's
That's
his
how the
money.
owner
It's
feels
his
as
money.
well.
Yeah, it's his money that we're wasting.
Yeah.
Is what we were saying. And I was like, no, it's our money.
Yeah.
The fuck?
The company
Yeah.
don't succeed.
It's
we
our
don't
money,
succeed.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So that's what we had. And so one of the things that we brought into it was like, hey, you have to train the guy next to you. Right? So the goal is this guy next to me on my right and the guy next to me on my left is going to go home the same way I'm going to go home. And if we can all think that way, right?
Yes,
If
sir.
we can all think this guy's going to go home exactly how he came here and this guy's going to go home exactly how he came here, like everybody goes home the same way. Right? Because we do it for a reason. And we could talk this for the money, right? But who are we earning that money for?
For your family.
Right? And so that's who I want you to go home to. I don't want to make that phone call.
Yes, sir.
Right? So be safe about it.
Yeah.
Right?
That is a round of applause for that shit, dog. Like, get home to your family. Some people don't give a fuck about that. A lot of people would just be like, let me get whatever I can out of this.
Look,
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I used to be one of those guys, bro.
Yeah.
What?
No, I used to be like, hey, we gotta get this shit in.
Yeah.
Fuck the safety. Fuck all that, bro. Like, let's get it.
Oh, good thing you brought that up, dog. The safety was another thing that I kind of didn't believe when he was talking about it. But safety is a real big thing here, dog. Real big thing here.
And we are the enforcers, bro.
Yep.
Yeah. So how did it change for you? Like, how did you come in here? Like, so you say you weren't nothing about safety. Like, you didn't care about safety
Nothing.
before.
And, bro, like, how my mind opened to come in here to how, from where I came from, the work environment.
Because you're really on it. Like, really on top of safety, dog. So how did it change for you?
Yeah.
Did it take a little bit for you to get like to it, or
I embraced it full force, 100% since day one.
Yeah.
Because I came from working in sand, sloped up 8 feet, beat out 1.5
Death
to 1.
trap.
That's a death trap, bro.
Death
I
trap.
used to
We've
tell
all
my
been
guys.
in that hole.
I used to tell my guys, hey, if you hear me say run, that don't even look up. Nothing.
Just
Just
go.
jump in
Go.
the pipe. Jump in the pipe.
Get in the
Yeah,
pipe
yeah.
or get up the ladder.
We're working with 96
That's
inch
terrible.
RCP.
yeah.
That's concrete pipe for people who don't know.
Used
Yes,
for
sir.
storm drain.
Yeah, use for storm drain. And I would just say, if you guys hear me say run, jump in that motherfucking pipe.
Isn't that crazy, dog? That statement.
Yeah.
Think about that statement. Run, dog. Like
Jump
what
in the
fuck?
jump in the pipe.
Like what
You'll
the
be
fuck kind
fine.
of statement did we used to like make?
That's
and
how I was
shit,
taught.
you know what I
That's
mean?
how I was taught.
Like a lot of times, I'd be like, "Hey, dog, like who's the oldest here?" And it'd be like, "This gonna, hey, you lived your life, dog. Go ahead. If it's dangerous,
Yeah.
like you should go here." Then, like you know,
We used to joke around and be like, hey, give me your wallet. That way we can call your wife. But fuck that, bro.
Yeah.
That's just real.
Yeah,
yeah.
In our line of work, it's dangerous.
It is dangerous, dog.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everything
we're
we
fucking
do.
underground, bro. Like,
20,
think
30,
about
yeah,
it.
20 feet.
20, 30 feet, either you're V'd out or if you have a trench, one of those shorings don't get put in the right way, bro.
Done.
It's a
Like,
wrap.
you're done, man.
It's a
I
wrap.
never really thought about that shit too much until I came here, you know? Like, because nobody really cared. Nobody really cared before here. Like, they're just like, get it in, you know?
Well, you got a lot of guys out there that come here with some degree, right? They did drywall, right? They put a couple of projects in, and they're like, "Hey, I got this scheduling program down, bro. I got you. Put me there, right?" They don't know it. That's a problem.
Or like the operators that come in and saying, "Oh yeah, I'll operate," just because they moved a piece of
Yeah, I
equipment
moved a
around.
piece of equipment.
Bro.
I know what this lever does.
Fuck outta
This
here.
lever pulls it up. Hey, yeah, I got
But
this.
you know what I
Yeah,
love the most? When an operator rolls up into my job site, goes, "Yeah, I'm an operator." Okay, I don't say nothing about my background. You know, I run shit,
Right.
run equipment. And I see them running around for like 5-10 minutes. So I'm like, "Yeah, get the fuck off," and not get the fuck off like you're done, but like, "Hey, come here, let me show you real quick.
Let me
I'ma
show you
score
how to do this.
Now here, look. Let me talk about.
And I handled it, professionally. Before I didn't used to.
Before he did.
Before I met
So
this man
listen,
right here.
I'm gonna tell you, Rogelio, when he first started working here, he was an operator, right? They got him from another company where he was a foreman. The place where he was, we don't even talk about the safety record, but he was an operator here, and he was like, "Fuck that, that's all I'm gonna do."
When you showed up, he was an operator.
when I showed up.
Okay.
And so that's all he wanted. He was like, "No, I'll just dig. Just pay me my operator wage, and I'm good." He's on prevailing wage jobs, making whatever he's making, right? I think it's like $68.
Well, total everything 80 something bucks with
Yeah.
all your shit.
We're not talking about money counting his pockets. Let's just go. You're paying him.
Come on now, I'm always counting the pockets. But that's all he wanted to do, and he just wasn't motivated, and his attitude was shit. I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
Yeah,
No
his
shit.
attitude was shit.
I came from a
Fuck
bad
this
place.
guy.
But
Fuck
meaning
that
like his
guy.
attitude mean like what? Like he just didn't want to fucking
Just
I just wanted
get
to come
along
to
with
work,
people.
just
and
bounce.
shit?
just the interaction with people was just off,
Okay.
right? And as somebody who reads people pretty well, like I noticed it in a heartbeat. And then it went from that to speaking to him about what he's looking to do, what path he's trying to take, what is he doing to try and get there. Like, how can you expect to get there if that's the attitude you're going to have? Nobody's going to give you that shot,
Yeah.
right? Especially the people that were in charge at the time. That guy's never going to give you a shot. Go ahead, get mad. Guess what? You'll be mad sitting on that machine. And so it went from that to like, hey, instead of that, why don't we say it like this? Right? Hey, instead of what the fuck is wrong with you, be like, hey, bro, that's not going to cut it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, right? It's the same thing. It's just less challenging.
Yeah, and then you're not getting like,
Right.
Sometimes when
It's
people
less-
hear
it's
something
less of
one
this.
way, yeah.
It's less of this, and it's like, hey, it's more of this. Let's go figure this out, right? And so that goes with the culture change. And so when I was talking to the guys here, because as soon as I got here, noticing the management that was in charge, I was like, okay, you're out of the field, get out of here. So I'm in the field, I'm talking to the guys one by one, and like I'm not for everybody. Like I'm a good guy. I'm not a nice guy all the time, right? Right? But I'm a good guy. And what I mean by that is like I want the best for everybody. I want everybody to win.
Yeah.
Like win, dude. I want you to win.
Heck yeah.
I can't want you to win more than you want you to win. That's the problem. Right? I can't want
Like you can only do so much,
Yeah,
right? You
I
can't
can't
give
want your
somebody
victory.
motivation and shit.
I can't want your victory more than you want to win.
Yeah.
Your desire to be on top has to be more than how much I want you to be on top, because I want to be on top. Right? And everybody is going to walk out of their house like, oh, I'm on top today, right? Until you run into the person that day that you're not on top of, right? And then so at that point you have a choice. What are you going to do? You're just going to stay the path, or are you going to figure it out?
Yeah.
Well, how do I get that? How do I get there?
Heck yeah.
Right? And so the prior people were just, they wanted to keep the thumb on. No, we just keep them as low paid as I can for as long as I can. Right, until they're ready to go somewhere else, or until they get
somebody
fed up.
comes knocking, asking for a fucking raise
Right?
or something.
Oh shit! They're gonna give you $5 more. Yeah, bro, I'll give you $5.
Yeah.
Right? Matter of fact, I'll give you $6. Just stay.
Yeah.
I've invested time in you. I've invested, all this knowledge and this training. So yeah, I'll give you $6. I'll give you 10. Right? Key, right there, because for my suppliers and my people out there, right? Like if you can give me $10 in a snap of a finger so I don't go somewhere, the fuck happens before that time?
What do you wait? Explain that.
Yeah.
Explain that.
Okay, so check this. So if I'm gonna go leave, like I've been working here 5 years. You've been putting me all kinds of training. I've been out here, but you're giving me the 50 cent, the cost of living, 85 cent, $1.50, $2
Every year.
Let's
Right.
not talk about $2.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
talk
Right.
about
And
$2,
where did that put your attitude for that? Right, we'll touch back on that one.
Yeah, we'll come
But-
back to that.
But then you get a offer from somebody who sees your value, right?
Yeah.
And they see what they have in in their as part of their workforce right now, right? And you're like, I need that fucking guy. Hey, dude, I'll give you $5. What are you making over there? Okay, well, I'll give you 30.
Yeah.
Right? And he's like, and you're like, fuck, okay. I've been asking to get to that point for the last 3 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Okay. So now this guy's giving me $5, right? And then so now I'm gonna come to you and be like, oh fuck. Well, no, I really need you, bro. You've been here for 5 years. We've invested all this time, all this money into you and everything. Look, you're gonna go for $5. I'll give you 6. Fuck, I'll give you $10. I'll pay you 35.
Yeah, just don't go with that guy.
Right?
Yeah.
Fuck who the guy person is.
Yeah, yeah.
Just don't go.
Yeah.
I just need you here. Because
Yeah,
then I got to
yeah.
train another guy the way I want it done. Right?
So I get what you're saying. So you're like, damn, you can give me that much right now. Why the fuck you ain't been giving it to me? And,
How come we haven't had this conversation before?
Yeah, yeah.
But that's a two-way thing. Did you ask for it? Hey, I need to get to $30, dude. We're afraid because we doubt our own skill. Or we see how they treat others.
Nah, but
And then you're like, I don't know if I
I've
could
never
do that.
asked for a raise in my life. I would never ask for a raise.
Well, if you're not getting it,
I don't ask for it, dog. Like if
That's
I
why
feel
you
like
set
if
it
somebody
down beforehand, like when I first got hired, he wasn't around. I got hired on by someone, so I'm not even mentioning his name. He's not even.
But don't be scared now, dog.
Oh, hell
Don't be
no.
scared.
I just
If you're
don't
scared,
those that
go
shall
to
not
church.
be named.
Wes, bro, Wes. You know what I'm saying? And I
Wes
told him-
Morgan.
Yeah.
It's okay. He's on LinkedIn. Look him up. Still says that he's our bro. What is it? Our VP of operations.
Oh yeah. this-
Boy, been gone for a year and a half.
So homeboy, I set him down. Well, we sat down, but I set the pay that I want to be paid. He's like, okay, he's like, let me see you around 3 months, see where you're at. Well, I shined all of his other operators that he had. He had, hell yeah, he had these top operators, right? Smoked out, whatever.
Oh my God, those guys were. Hey, hey,
smoked out.
low key.
Hey, you know when someone just smoked that operator though, they be thinking fast, dog.
Yeah.
Until
No.
lunchtime.
He was
Until
capped
lunchtime.
out.
Negative.
Then after lunch they're
Negative.
done, dog. After lunch
They
they're
almost
done.
killed my boy. Who was it? Not Hassan. It was
It was a
no
sign.
Juan Herrera.
Oh, Juan Hedera
They
too.
almost killed my boy Juan, bro.
No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is what's that shit called? Fucking my fucking mind is just blank right now.
Nah, see, you're not an
It's 'cause-
operator
it's
if
'cause
you
I'm
don't
on here.
remember, dog.
No, it's no the drug, bro. I don't fuck around with that.
The
shit.
truck?
Uh,
The drug?
yeah, the drug.
Oh, I tell you all the drugs:
Well,
heroin, methamphetamine, coke, weed,
He was on opiates.
He was on
He
some
was
type
smoking
of opiate.
pills.
ecstasy, acid,
Some
shrooms.
Oxy.
Anyways, he drops the bucket,
Uh-huh.
4-foot fucking bucket on 70K excavator. Drops it. One, thankfully seen it and boom,
No shit.
jumped
Yeah.
out.
Wait, he was under it when it was
Yeah.
dropping.
Yeah.
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 Damn.
Kicked him off right there. Said, "Get the fuck out of here, bro."
Yeah.
Who, the operator?
Yeah.
Should have punched him, dog. What the hell?
Bro.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is that the superintendent was
This
like,
guy
"No,
said
that's my boy."
fentanyl.
That was the superintendent back then.
Yeah.
Superintendent.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's no longer with us.
yeah.
Damn, that's crazy, dog. I can't do that, dog. Like people that fucking do dangerous shit like that. How do you feel about fighting on the job site?
That's a terrible idea.
No. I need to know, dog. I need to know. Just like, how do you feel about it? Like, if somebody just gets in your face and you can't help it, dog, and it's like, fuck, bro, like, bam. You
I
have
mean,
to do it, dog.
I mean, honestly, I mean, it
Is
is,
that an
it is
automatic
what
fire?
it is at that point.
Is that an automatic fire?
Not necessarily. I mean,
Depending who initiated.
I'm gonna have some questions.
Like, it ain't gonna just be like, oh,
Like,
you guys fought.
Man, I could completely understand why you punched that guy right in the mouth. Obviously, there's going to be some questions. There's going to be a suspension for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The client relation is going to be affected, and then we're going to have to figure out how that goes.
Yeah.
Right now, it's with one of my clients that I do $20 million in business with. You might get a 2-check. There might be a 2-check. There might be a 2-check conversation.
And depending if we like you, bro. You know what I mean?
But you know what I mean? Like, come on, we're men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're people.
Sometimes, dog, that Boston that I'm working, man, I feel like
Steve
fucking socking
Irwin?
the shit out of that guy.
Oh,
Right?
so,
So this guy calls this guy.
Oh, be specific
On
though.
Friday-
That way they don't think it's within the company.
No, Steve.
Yeah.
So he calls him and tells him for me to cover these manholes on Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he calls me, and I can tell he's mad. But this fucking guy said the 21st, dog. I'm gonna dig for the CDS units. This was my plan. Dig those on Monday and then go cover that shit before the 21st. You know, nobody ever told me he changed the date. This guy, he sees me every fucking day. We were on a meeting on Monday, and he never said, "Hey, I'm changing the date." He told me the 21st.
You didn't go to Monday's meeting, you would have known or something.
I went to the meeting, dog.
Fucking man.
Hey, so he calls, right? Then I go talk to him personally. And he's like, well, I said, bro, you never told me you changed the day. Well, I talked to fucking, I said, you didn't talk to me, dog. You could have told me I see you every day. Just get it done. Right? So you could call my boss and bitch about me. We got that shit done that same fucking day, dog. Everything done.
There you go.
Did my boss get a call like, hey, man, Steven and them did a good fucking job. Like, these guys busted ass.
No.
Why can't you do the same thing, dog? Like, you know, every time he asked for something. Remember, they were going to bring concrete trucks in. They wanted us to work on Saturday to put the fucking Nioplast in. We did it. We got it done. Knocked it out. Got out of there. But he never calls and be like, hey, they did it. You know what I mean?
They
like,
do it to cover their own asses.
Dog, this motherfucker
that's
pisses me off so much, dog. Like, fuck.
That's the game, though. And what do I tell you guys? Where's my email?
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Documentation is key, my
The
brother.
documentation is key. Ask the gentleman right there.
You know how many notebooks I have of documentation? My old lady would sit there. We'll sit down. Well, lately, she's been doing her homework, and she'll sit next to me while I'm writing up just my little notes, DFR, shit, all that. Documentation, bro. The one that had the biggest issue with it is Caesar. And now he's
Right now.
writing everything. Right now, he's writing
Right
everything.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Just
but I
recently,
mean,
though,
I understand. But how do
recently.
I document? Like, am I gonna send the guy an email like, "Hey, bro, you never told me that it's fucking changing on
Hey,
the 21st"? You know,
so-
he never sent me a email saying on the 21st. We went to the superintendent meeting and he just laid it out. Hey, on the 21st, you know, I got a crank coming in.
Exactly right there.
Yep.
Exactly
Right
what
there.
you just said.
You
right
just
there.
said it right there.
But he
there.
never fucking.
No.
No.
Not about what he didn't tell you.
Yeah.
What he did tell you should have been memorialized. You send that.
So when he told me that, I should have sent an email. Hey, on the 21st. It's
Hey
fucking-
guys, we have to have plates out here by the 21st to cover these things so that when it happen.
Oh yeah, that's a good. That's a good.
It's just breadcrumbs, bro.
That's all it
Yeah,
is,
That's it.
right? And you put it out there.
I was just like, I'm gonna have him out here on the 21st, but nobody still ever told me that it was changing, though.
no, but
See, and then
This
now how it
fucking
changed.
guy.
but
Now
just
they-
like we have a bunch of stuff going on, right? They have a bunch of stuff going on.
And you know,
It's
we
not
switch
just
up
us.
shit last minute.
You know what I mean? There's 8, 12 subcontractors on the site
Yeah.
at the same time, and
Yeah.
he's trying to keep track of everybody's progress to get the overall goal of the picture that shows on the front of the plans,
Yeah.
working exactly as they planned for it to be operational. Exact.
How we plan.
No ifs, ands, or buts. That shit's gonna be done.
Yeah.
Right? And so whoever he's got to rattle their cage a little bit to make them work a little faster, whether we want to call it that or not. Well, whoever he's got to call to say, hey, man, I don't think this guy's working fast enough. Like, here's my schedule. You know what I mean? Hey, look, you guys were supposed to have this done by this date. We're on this date.
Yeah.
Right? For sure, they're going to send that to us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So automatically we have to have that mindset of like, okay, let the show begin. Let's let it happen. Let's see where they fall, right?
Yeah.
So do we want to turn that on down the road, or do we want to just be consistent with that from the gate? Because right now, what's happening with Caesar's job at Panettone, we have a superintendent there with our client by the name of Randy, and there's a lot of chirping going on, right? Oh, we'll do this. Well, if you guys were good, you guys would be able to get this done. So then here goes Caesar trying to pick me. You know what I mean? And so I'll move this dirt for you. I'll put this over there. I'll do that. And then he's like, I don't know where all my time went. I'm like,
Oh,
bitch.
I hate that.
And I'm like, bitch, you just made a fucking mountain of dirt over there and then moved it 3 times. Where do you think your time went?
Cutting slope when he didn't need to cut.
When you didn't need to cut a
Yeah,
slope,
yeah.
building roads for people that they were never intending to pass through. Right? So what we could have said was like, no, I'm sorry, this is going to be closed down for this time.
Yeah.
Hey, you told me I would have access to this. Here comes the email. Hey, based on this conversation that we had, you told me that I was going to have access to this. Nobody's going to come through here. And here you are today telling me that I need to get all this dirt out of the way. By the way, this place is closed until this date.
Yeah, yeah.
You've been witness to that with me.
Shit,
Once I
period.
take over that area,
Done.
Done deal. Get the fuck
Done
out
deal.
of the way.
You got a car
Done
right
deal.
there. Guess what, bro?
No,
It's gonna
hey,
get
one
buried.
thing I will say is the documentation does work, dog. Because in Vernon, they were trying to talk about, oh, who approved this, and I was like, well, we sent a fucking email over here. This guy said, yeah, and then next thing you know, like, oh yeah, I approve it. Like,
Yeah.
dog, whether your boss
Imagine
approved
that.
it already, like,
That
when
part,
you
bro.
approve it.
That
you know?
part. That part.
Yeah,
And so,
yeah.
like, here's the thing: if we're doing it from the gate, right, then it doesn't seem malicious. It doesn't seem like, hey, I'm trying to cover my ass, or hey, I'm trying to catch you doing something, or hey, fuck you, you said some things in the field and I never said nothing. But you know what, motherfucker? Right
Kinda
now, I'm gonna
dry
start
snitch.
doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Right now, I'm gonna start doing it. And then they're like, hey, whoa. I haven't got an email from you this whole goddamn job, and now all of a sudden,
And then
I'm
now
getting,
you're sending
I got
one.
6 of them today alone, right?
Yeah, yeah.
About this, and you crushed my
It
client.
looks like you're being bitter and
right,
shit.
right. And so-
Disgruntled employee. Is that what they call it? Disgruntled
right?
employee.
Yeah, all that. And so I'm sure they got some other names for those.
But I'll say this: that fucker got so offended he started disrespecting our company.
Who?
That guy, the gentleman he's speaking
Yeah.
about.
Oh, no
Andy.
shit.
Yeah.
So the business relations is done over there? and shit?
No.
Well, no, the employee relationship from their employee to our employee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It hit a rough patch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hit a rough patch, and now that superintendent's boss gets to talk to me
Okay.
because I'm the next step in escalation.
Uh-huh.
Right? So, okay. So I didn't even reach out to Randy. I went straight to his boss because him and I are on the same level.
Got you. Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
So then I say, hey, what's because if I go talk to Randy, I start chewing his ass, right? It's just an upper management guy chewing a fucking superintendent's ass. And
Yeah.
why are you picking on me? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll just talk to your boss. I'll have your boss chew your ass.
Yeah.
Unless
He
he's
said
gonna-
like the Tupac and the Outlaws. You niggas ain't even on my level. I'm gonna get my little homies to ride on you.
yeah, that part. Don't one of you got sickle cell?
Little homies.
So,
homies
and
down the
then
road.
all of a sudden I'm getting an email like, hey, they need to work it out. If we got to all sit in the trailer and take care of this. I'm like, I just don't like them bashing my guys.
Yeah.
Right? And my guys don't like them bashing the company. And so if you're going to bash the company that takes care of the guys that are on that site,
Yeah.
I can promise you they're going to have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, he was heated, bro. He wanted to throw blows.
No shit.
He's a loyal employee. I'll tell you that.
No shit.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
right. That's right, man. Let's give a round of applause for Caesar. Though.
Yeah.
Let's give a round of applause for
Hey,
Caesar.
KNC's our new neighborhood, homeboy.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Hey man, let's talk about KSC for a little bit, man. So, how did you discover this company? How did you become part of it?
Well, I tried to be with this company like 5 years ago, and they didn't give me an offer letter fast enough.
Oh no
So I ended
shit.
up working somewhere else, traveling all over the country, going to other countries.
Snooze you lose kind of shit. Like,
Yeah, type thing. When I took an offer from a company, giant company by the name of Aegeon, that's where I got so big into the safety, by the way, right? Because they were like a 0 incidents are possible.
that was after Valverde.
No, that was right before Ovo.
Oh,
I finished with
'cause
them.
I was about to say when you came with us, I remember we weren't really documenting our time in the fucking manholes and shit, and you like were like, hell no, get the hell up out of the holes,
Yeah.
dog. We didn't really have a
100%.
safety program when we were at
100%.
Valverde, dog.
Confined space?
Yeah, we
100%.
were confined space. Like we had blowers and shit, but we weren't like documenting our time and
No.
stuff. And
Yeah,
he's like, nah.
document.
Yeah.
He's like, where's the paper at? And we're like, what paper? And he's like, you gotta document every 15 minutes with the fucking
Gas
levels read and shit.
oxygen levels.
And we're
Who
like,
came
nah,
in?
nah, like we got a gas tester and fucking blower. And he's like, nah, hell no, you guys need to get out.
And then they tested it and they put the fucking thing in 2 feet from the top.
yeah,
I was like, what about the bottom? Bro, this thing's
you're gonna be
15
down
feet
there
deep.
and shit. Yeah,
How about
yeah.
put it down where you're gonna be at first, right? You gotta let it sit for a minute. You bring it up 5 feet. set it
Sure as
for a
shit, that
minute,
shit
yeah.
went off.
Right. Sure as shit it did. Sure as shit, right? And so I didn't take the offer because obviously I went, to another company and I had committed, and
Yeah,
once you give your word as a man, you should follow through with that 100%
Yes,
to
sir.
the best of your ability. And so I went and worked with them. I traveled all over the country, went to some other countries, doing carbon fiber rehabilitations for large diameter pressure pipelines. So nuclear plants,
Dang.
electric generating plants that pull off river water, sewer treatment facilities, anything pipe, right? Anything pipe that's going to have a high pressure, we would take and rehabilitate it with carbon fiber lining.
Oh wow!
Right, and that pipe came.
Hey, that sounds like some serious stuff right there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I did
heck
some
yeah.
stuff that goes through the bays in Maryland. Like, it was some big stuff. Anyway, I got tired of traveling, tired of being a FaceTime dad, doing homework, working on physics with my son from the hotel room in Philadelphia or Miami or wherever I'm at. You know what I mean? Not that I mind doing it from Miami, but you know what I mean.
Miami made a little bit better.
Yeah. Baltimore, maybe not. Sorry.
When I was in
Sorry,
Delaware,
Baltimore.
I don't know.
I did a lot of work in Texas. Texas is awesome.
Yeah.
I hated Minnesota.
Why, too cold?
Oh, Minnetonka, Minnesota, bro. I about froze my ass off.
Tonka.
Minnetonka, Minnesota, yeah. So, I got tired of being from the hotel. So, I'd fly home every Friday night. I'd leave every Monday morning. You know what I mean? Because my daughter plays softball.
And then that probably doesn't feel like it's enough time.
It's not, man.
Being away,
It's not enough time now. I live here.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. We got to fit life, our whole life, outside of work, into 2 days.
Yeah,
that is true. That is
Right?
true.
And the second day is what the fuck? It's Sunday, bro. We don't want to do shit because we got to get ready for Monday.
Yeah, that is true.
So you got the second half of Friday. You got all day Saturday. You can't do too much because you're going to be tired on Sunday. And if you're tired on Sunday, you're not going to get what you got to get done. You got to go to work on Monday.
Yeah.
This is why I tell you guys at work, or this is why the work-life balance for me thing is such a big deal. Right? So coming up, I was in my work for my family. Right? The family company. I'm a third-generation pipeliner. I lay pipe for fucking generations.
Third generation.
You
There you
understand what I'm
go.
saying?
Long lineage and shit right there. Long lineage.
We lay pipe around here.
We lay pipe around here.
Hey, his dad, man. His dad is good too. I know your dad. I met your dad when we were working for this company.
You should have met my grandpa.
And you know what? I remember when we're at the other company, you always talking about your dad, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
My grandson.
I like
So,
your dad.
with that, I was able to go to my kids, awards ceremonies, the play that was going to be during the daytime.
Yeah.
The performances, the field trips. I got to do that stuff. That was cool, right? And then when you go and you start working for people that are not your family, they're not going to give you those breaks, right? Like, I don't give a fuck about your kids, bro.
Yeah,
I do not care about your kids. Make sure you're here.
Yeah,
right, on
especially
time.
You're traveling doing all of that other shit.
And that's just any company, really. And so I just knew that I'm going to run something, whether it's going to be my own or it's going to be with the opportunity for somebody.
Yeah.
Right? You got to find that fit. You got to find that home, something that you want to stick with, right? And so I went to Valverde. When I came back, COVID was fucking racing all over the place. It looked like a damn movie, bro. It was like ghost streets everywhere.
And then the night
I was able to
shift.
get from Yucaipa to freaking the VA Los Angeles, the UCLA Medical Center, in 47 minutes.
Oh no, there
bro.
wasn't nobody on the fucking freeway.
I mean, just taking. And then we were working nights, so there was no panhandlers.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because there was nobody for them to panhandle from. You know what I mean? There was nobody in the streets, bro. It was like tumbleweeds rolling around in fucking downtown LA.
I remember when COVID hit. I think we were closing up like at 4 or 5 in the morning, and then when COVID hit, they were like fucking me out there till like 7 or 8 in the morning.
They
like,
didn't give a shit. There was nobody driving.
And we're on what was that?
No
main
kids were in
street?
school. Nothing. We were on Wilshire. We were on Veteran.
Wilshire. It was Wilshire,
Yeah.
dog. The
COVID
fucking Wilshire.
COVID was bad, for a lot of people. But man, I'll tell you, there's an upside to that was the traffic, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No,
hell yeah.
I'll tell you.
driving through downtown LA, all through those freeways in like under 20 minutes,
Yeah,
bro.
done.
Ah,
And now we come back and we're like, damn, where's COVID?
And then you're home, huh?
with all these non-essential workers, bro.
Yeah.
So after you
Right.
left Alberta, you went to KSC,
Yeah, I came to KSC.
and then like what was
Well, no,
it
actually,
about KSC?
after I left Valverde, I went to Alabasi. Alabasi. They're another pipeline company, but they also do concrete and grading and dry utilities, so on and so forth. And so I was just running, like $40 million worth of work.
Oh shit!
And building bridges and building master communities in Hemet. And I seen this pop up on LinkedIn.
Oh no shit!
That they were looking.
Shout out to
LinkedIn. Let's go. They brought us together,
yeah.
man. So I seen it on there, so I applied, and then he hit me up, and he was like, "Man, what's going on?" I was like,
who,
hey,
Eric?
Eric.
Oh, no shit. Let's give a round of applause to Eric, too, man.
There you
That's the
go,
owner of
Eric
the company.
Castro. Hey, guys. Eric Castro, man. That's the president. That's the president of our company. He's a disabled veteran. Lost his leg in Iraq on a Humvee. Was hit with with what's called the Russian long, which is a projectile. Took out 3 legs. One rocket took out 3 legs.
No shit.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
The tank commander and the 2 gunners, Eric being one of them. He was telling me if he wasn't standing with his leg up, right in like the prone position, but off the top of the Humvee, that it would have cut him in half.
No shit.
Yeah, it would cut him in half.
Wow.
But instead, it just took his leg and his ass cheek. He's like, it took the good cheek, took the good one, took the good one, and they just left me this one left, right? So, he's an awesome dude, man.
Yeah,
and,
heck yeah.
you know, he was. It's unfortunate, you know. I mean, he was led by the wrong people.
Oh, well, he was out. Oh, okay.
You know what I
I
mean?
thought you were
Like,
talking about like over there.
No, I'm talking
Hey,
about.
but let's
here
give
in
a
the
round of
country.
applause to him for serving our country, man.
Yeah, right around there.
Serving our country. Hey, you as well serving our
Yes.
country.
Yeah.
Let's give a round of applause for you. You serve our country?
I served the good old streets to him and my boy.
There it is.
Let's give a round of applause.
And so I seen it, and he talked, and then Wes met up with me, and then he said he needed some horsepower in the project management division. And I said, well, how many project managers you got now? He said, I got none. I got me. I was like, oh, that's a bad case, brother. So
And he was bad.
yeah. Then I came on board. I went over it with Eric, telling him like, hey, you know why I'm not here already? It's because you took too long to give me the offer letter. He's like, man, you used to have like a big old beard, right? I was like, yeah.
Looking
My
like
beard.
Gandalf and
Hey,
shit,
my
dog.
beard
Like
is down.
Hey, I
beard
seen the
is down.
picture. Don't ever grow that shit back, dude.
Hey, he had it braided like Dub C with
Nah,
the 3
almost.
braids.
Look like Bubba. Look like Bubba.
Yeah. So literally while we were in the interview, he had the HR lady go print out the offer letter and brought it to me.
Oh, no
while
shit.
we were in the interview.
He's like, I ain't letting you go this time.
Yeah, and I was like, well, there's no number on this. He's like, I just want to make sure that I got this here. We'll figure out the number, right? And one of the things was, you know, I'm a single dad, right? I got my sons. My boys live with me at the time. My daughter lives with me. She lives with her mom now. But I was like, well, you know, I have my sons. You know, I mean, I got my son's in high school. I got my young guy I got to take to school. You know, what do you feel about that, right?
What were you thinking in your head when you were saying that? Were you thinking like, man, he's not gonna go for it, or like, cause being a single parent, like that's kind of hard, right? Like you gotta make schedules and this and that, right? Like,
yeah.
what were you thinking in your head when?
Well, what I was thinking in my head is that like, hey, we just went through a time period where we were not able to go to work.
Yeah.
And guess what? The fucking world did not stop. Right? Jobs still got done. Pipes still got put in the ground. Buildings still got put up. Steel was still put in. Right? Paving was still done.
Yeah, heck
That
yeah.
shit did not stop.
Yes, sir.
Right? So I was running work all over the country, right? And in other halves of the world, right? From my living room in Yucaipa.
Yeah.
Or at my office from Rancho Cucamonga.
That's
I wasn't
right.
in Scotland. I wasn't in Heathrow, London.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I wasn't in Australia. I wasn't in India. But I was running 50 men, 2 12-hour shifts, 25 guys from a laptop and doing shift change, just like a podcast, like what we're doing right here, live. Hey, let's talk about this. Let's pull up these reports. Let's pull up this. Let's talk about this, right? We're using all this WebEx. We're doing all this stuff, right? And so we had to. We didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Right? And guess what? It fucking worked.
So you knew that like there was a chance he was
There's a
gonna
chance.
be like, all right, cool.
And, you know, it was still coming out of it. And I was
So
like,
how did he accept it when you told him? Like, what
so
did he say?
check this. This is the best part. This is why I came here. And I was like, this is how I knew this is the company.
Okay.
Check this out. So Wes is like, well, you know, construction, man, it starts at 7 a.m., sometimes 6 a.m. And as a project manager, I need you to be available at all times. So I can be available at all times. My phone, I answer that shit.
I need to know what this West guy looks like, dog. I need to get a visual in my head.
You gotta
dog.
pull that shit up.
That shit up real quick.
I need to know, like, describe him. Is he like a big,
He's a
tall,
Texan
stocky guy, or
He's a short, stocky guy.
short?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all you need to say. He has the short man
Yeah,
syndrome.
yeah,
man.
but the stocky works out. You know what I mean? From
Chew
Texas.
tobacco. He had a big old lump right here. and shit, or no?
Probably in his younger years. Maybe. And so Wes was like, well, boy, we're not going to be able to do that. Okay, I don't care how much experience you're going to bring to the table. And then Eric says, hold on 1 second. He goes, we would do it for a single mom. If we had a single mom applying for a job and she said, I have to take my kids to school in the morning, we would be okay with that.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
So why won't we do that for a single dad?
Yeah. I think.
Yeah, 100%. And I was like, sign me up.
That's right. That's right. Hell yeah.
I need a minimum of this. Let's go. I'll be here on Monday.
Shit.
That's how it went down.
Oh, that's cool. And it's been like cool ever since.
Mm-hmm.
Like he. Let me see the picture of Wes right here. Why you got a picture of Wes in your phone, dog?
LinkedIn, brother.
Why is he in a tank top? Is what I want to know.
He's still a friend on LinkedIn, dog. I like to keep him there to keep Jesse mad, bro.
Tank top and flip flops. What's going on?
He looks like he has a big ego.
Yeah, 100%.
Anytime I bring him up around Jesse, I like to fire him up.
Yeah, he likes to bring it down. So, he was a businessman, is what he called himself. We had a conversation about that. What are we trying to do? What's the goal of the company? Wes says, well, we're trying to build this company to $50 million in revenue a year. I was like, okay, 50 million. Is there a specific reason why it's that number? What are we doing right now? Oh, well, we're going to do about 10, maybe 8 to 10 million this year. I'm like, okay, you want to get to $50 million in revenue, right? That's not sales. That's like how much work we put in the ground. There's 150 guys working 12 months a year, right? 20 days a month. You know what I mean? Like getting it.
And what was your thought? Like, right? I could do this shit?
The 50 million part's not the thing. Fuck the 50 million. I'll do 100 million. It doesn't matter. Right? So why do you want to do it? He said, so I could say I built something. Just do it. I was like, I can't follow that. Just cuz.
Just for the hell of it.
I woke up this morning and that number just seemed right in my head this morning when I was talking to myself when I was brushing my teeth. 50 million, let's fucking do it. Right? Get the fuck out. How are we going to do it? Because see, if you can't.
If I'm taking a shit and 60 million pop in my head, that's what I'm changing
60 mil, right? Because, I mean, really, if you can't say why you want to do it, right? If you don't have the reason, then you'll never have the plan.
Yeah. And how are you going to inspire?
You'll never have the plan. You can't plan for it if you don't know why. Because then the determination and the want to go get that, the go get it, it's missing.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So then I told Eric, I said, Eric, why do you want to build 50 million? Why do you want 50 million? He said, because I want to be one of the most respected disabled veteran pipeline companies to do this. I said, I could build 50 million for that.
Hell yeah.
I could do that.
Yeah, you know what comes along with that.
You know what comes along with that. Right? And so he's like, okay, well then do it. Get it. I was like, that's it. I'll be here Monday.
All right, how much money did they end up giving you? No, just like that. You don't want to count pockets. He wanted to count pockets earlier, but he don't want to count pockets.
Let me know, dog.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you.
Let me find out you got $2 too, dog.
Yeah, I got a $2 raise.
All right, man. So with that said, man, everybody out there, let me tell you guys about this damn culture, man. So we got up to the point where he got hired, and now this culture changed, man. Like working for these guys. A lot of time, you go into a job and everybody's against you. A lot of times you go in there and people don't want to help you succeed. People don't want to give you the tools necessary, or, hey, maybe there's a shortcut here. Hey, okay, you could do something like this or something like that. These guys are like, nah, man, do it like this and you're going to be successful. And it just opened my eyes, man. Like, I can't, like I say depression. I don't know if I was in a depression. I was just in a funk for a whole year because I was somewhere that maybe just didn't fit me. It had nothing to do with the people, the personnel. It had nothing to do with the way the company was run. I don't know, man. I just felt like it just wasn't a right fit. And being here, it's a right fit, And
you still drive as far.
Yeah, exactly. I still went to Vernon, dog. I was working at BNSF right when I quit the job. BNSF was right down the street from fucking Vernon where I was at. You know,
were miserable.
Yeah, but it's just the culture here, right? So we're gonna talk about what the culture is like here and why. Like, look, man. 2 years ago, was it 2 years ago we went to New York? Was the first time, and I've been in the union for 17, 18 years, was the first time I asked for a vacation, and it was like I wanted to go 2 weeks. Nah, man, I don't know. Like, well, can I go 1 week? Like, how about a couple days? Like, nah, man, like I'm going for 1 week, you know? Like, I'm going for one fucking week, right? And I really wanted to go for 2, but I could only get approved for 1. And when I came here and asked you, like, hey, man, I'm going to Washington and shit, and, like, you didn't even say how long or nothing. You were like, okay, just make sure that you tell Lisa because we want to make sure somebody fills in when you're gone.
100%.
Didn't ask me how long I was going to be gone for or fucking.
Except when Rogelio wants to go, though, bro. Let's not get
You're not going for 20 fucking days.
They don't like letting homeboy leave, you know what I'm saying?
You're not going for 20 days. I don't give a shit.
Boy. Shit.
So where does this culture come from, man? Like, and explain what kind of culture you're building here.
Well, look, I've been doing it for a long time. I've worked for different people. I've worked for some shitty companies, and I've worked for some good companies. Right? Being safe doesn't always have to cost us so much, right? As long as everybody's looking at it that way, right? As long as everybody's looking at making sure this thing is safe, then it doesn't cost us so much. Right? When you got fucking wild cowboys, right? Shit
safety,
happening.
would you say that? Would you say safety is your number one priority?
100%.
Safety number one priority.
100%.
Hell yeah.
Right? The people being happy where they work is
that your second?
Very close second.
Hell yeah. I like
right?
that. I like that.
Like, look, I can get you guys to run through 10 walls. I've used this analogy before. I think I talked to you about it, right? Yeah. So I'm like, hey, look it. I don't need to yell at anybody. I don't need to scream at anybody. I don't need to threaten anybody. I'll be like, hey, you see that wall right there? We got to get through that fucking wall. Right? And so we're going to run through that wall. You and me right now, we're going to fucking run as fast as we can. We're going to get as hard, that fucking wall as hard as we can.
And if everybody's happy, everybody's doing it willingly.
Right? And they'll be like, hey, no, check it. But then I'm going to say, hey, but we got more than one. So I'm going to run through this one. And you're going to walk through, but you got to run through the next one so I can walk through. And if we do this, then we will both be able to get through the whole day.
Hell yeah.
Right? And we'll be able to run through that 10th wall as hard as we ran through the first one.
Would you say it's more like you're not doing it alone?
100.
Like, because sometimes people are left on job sites, right? And they feel like they're doing it alone.
But they're not. Because there's somebody available.
Yeah, hell yeah.
There's somebody available. Call me. Call Rogelio.
And with you saying that, you have also created like a program where everybody, all the new superintendents come in and they go through Rogelio, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So can you explain why you chose Rogelio for that position?
Well, when he was the operator,
Hold on. We got to give Rogelio a round of applause, right? He's taking on a new position, dog. He's taking on a new position, dog. Hell yeah.
So he went from operator, right? And it's like, what do you want out of this? He's like, I want to fucking run work, but I don't want to run work here. I was like, what? I was like,
wait, you didn't want to run work at the company you're working for?
No,
what gave you the balls to say that, though?
Because it was real.
It was real and I could. Yeah, I knew what I came with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't sound cocky, but when you meet a cocky motherfucker that knows what the fuck he's doing, you
leave him alone.
Keep that dude and just leave him alone.
Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
And that's how I feel, and I go in like that 100% to my job sites everywhere I go.
Yeah. And so
I just back it up.
And so we talked, and I was like, hey, like, you have the talent, right? I know that you can think this out. I know that you could do it, but we need to work on your people skills because they suck. And he's like, fuck. He's, you know, and I was like, man, I'm telling you, like, our approach is everything, right? You could say it 10 ways from Sunday, and you could suck 9 times.
Yeah.
Right? And that one, and then the guy's like, damn, I'll fucking do that. I'll do that for you for that.
Yeah.
Right? I can talk to you 9 different ways, and you're like, fuck you every time, right? Just takes that one time, and then you're like, okay, I found the connection. Who else is like that guy? And I'm going to come to that guy with those same connections, right? So getting him to be motivated about it. Okay, well, if you want that, and you want that for your family, I could get you there, but I need 100% buy-in. Right? Because if I can train a person, right, to be 100% buy-in, everybody will fall into suit.
Yeah.
right? Because what are they
So
gonna
that
see?
was like your muse. Really was like your muse.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, and it was like I go, but the key is do it the same way every time. So that way, because what I wanted to build was this. Okay, so we get this these clicks, right? And so this is my crew.
Yeah,
These are my fucking guys. My guys are the best guys. Fuck you. Everybody's our best guy.
Yeah, because if everybody's doing a uniform and doing it the same way, you never
I don't
have
care
to
where
worry
you go
about
to the
it.
job. You can go to any job. I can send you to Rogelio. I can send you to Steven. I can send you to Caesar. I can send you to Adrian. I can send you to freaking Sergio, Oscar, whoever. And guess what? If it's run the same, you fall right into place.
Yeah, because you could go anywhere, and if it's the same
Doesn't
system,
matter.
kind of like an assembly line, right? Like a construction assembly line, like you just fall in and do it like this and like this and like
And it's
this.
the same way.
Heck yeah.
It's the same way. And so that's what we needed. We needed consistency, right? And so I'm telling Rogelio this, and he's like, all right. And I said, hey, when you talk to people, you got to talk to them like this. And then we started sending emails, and we worked on the emails, right? And I was like, okay, well, send the email like this. All right, I'm going to send this. He sent me the email that he was going to send out. I look at it, and I change it up a little bit. I send it back to him, and then he'd send it with his name. I don't give a fuck who sends it. I don't care whose name's at the bottom.
I don't need to shine and shit.
Right?
We just need
I know
to
how
get
to
this
do
shit
this,
done.
right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I want to empower my superintendent, right? My guy, right? So that way I'm in control of this job, right? And so he bought in. He's like, all right, show me the way.
And speak to it, like was it hard for you to like get the system going, or what was it like for you when he was telling you all of this stuff?
I mean, when you got a guy like Jesse right here, you know, like helping you along the way, nah, it wasn't difficult at all. I just I went from one day to one day that stopped it.
Really?
It wasn't easy.
Nope.
I
not
still call
supposed
him
to be.
every day. I talk to him more than my old lady. Sorry. I love you, girl.
Sorry, Russell.
But,
We be talking.
and I would call him because I'd be pissed. And I want to, go back to my old ways. And I'll be like, all right, conduct myself, do it right. Hey, I'm going through this right now. What's up? And, he'd run it play by play. And I'm all right. And then after a while, it just came natural.
Yeah.
And that's who I am now.
It's just the approach. And a lot of it was like, okay, so if you say it like that, and then he comes at you like this, what's going to happen? Well, then I'm going to be pissed. Exactly. Why are we going to do that?
Yeah.
So then why tell him like that? Why wouldn't you say something like this?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, okay, I can see how you can.
Like a little bit more smooth.
Yeah, just-
And see, and like falling back to the email parts, like I always knew how to speak to them, get at them, and in any situation I found myself in. But I pop off too much without knowing, and that come back and bite us, in the ass later. So I felt like I was being censored for a minute. Like, all right, it can't be me, but I see.
But then
the
it's kind of
progression
like
now.
it's better for the company and the organization in the
Yeah,
long
so
run,
he
right?
taught me how to be
And
me.
for you.
He taught me how to be me in a professional environment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
Yeah,
better
yeah.
for you. Guys, we get pissed off so much. So much coraje, you know what I mean? You get that, I just want to just growl at people or some shit, right? Weird, right? And so that's detrimental to our health. It's detrimental to our mental well-being. Like, guys, we deal with a lot of shit. We as men, right? Overall. So, Rogelio was negative about fucking everything. Fuck this. I was like, man.
You see one thing you get
Oh,
a man
man,
and
these
shit.
fucking guys today. I'm like, hey, so what that's all? Well, nothing, but bro, how about just look at, instead of thinking about the things that they're doing the wrong, all this, and yes, we all know that it's wrong.
Yeah.
Right? But what did they do right? What did they do right? Find something. Hey, instead of being like, fuck, these guys are in my way and everything, this and that, hey, but you know what? I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do this other thing real quick. So I'm going to get ahead of the game on it. And then we're going to be done. Right? Then what? Okay. All right. So put a positive spin, right? You put the negative energy into the universe, the negative comes
Keeps
back to
coming
you.
back. Yeah.
Right? You
yeah.
start
But
thinking.
don't get it twisted. Anybody in our way, they get
Yeah,
the fuck out the way still. That never changes. That has
that
not
shit
changed.
never changes.
Nope. Hey,
Never
get the fuck
changes.
out of my way because
Yeah.
I'm coming through, boy.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm trenching.
Let's go get it.
Bye.
That's our thing. Let's go get it.
But
100%.
in a respectable
In a
way.
respectful way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not popping off now fighting on the job site. See, and that's when you ask that question, I I've had a few times where that's happened. You know what I mean?
What,
So,
like getting
like,
ready to go to blows and shit?
Yeah, I've had one dude almost want to stab me.
No shit.
But what's up, bro? Get it.
And so with that, right, Rogelio goes and we send everybody to him. It's like a boot camp, right? Superintendents go through him so that way they can learn how to do all the apps, the paperwork, all the safety stuff, all the safety reporting, safety module stuff, all that good stuff. So that way they're doing it efficiently, right? Because when they don't, it makes my job harder. So when I want to teach you the right way, right?
Yeah.
So, and then the guys go to Rogelio's crew because he's the most consistent on safety. He does it exactly the way we asked him to get it done.
Yes,
Like
sir.
the exact way that I want it. Like I brought a safety program here, a safety mindset here from another company that, like, dude, I'm gonna say it like this. I worked for a company called Fiber Wrap, right? Which is in the Aegean umbrella, which is a global infrastructure company. And their safety, their mentality is 0 incidents are possible. You should be shocked if something goes wrong. Safety
Zero
wise.
incidents?
0 incidents.
I don't know if it's possible.
It is.
Nah. 0 incidents is not possible.
0 incidents are possible.
You think so?
When you
I
say,
don't think it's not possible.
don't know.
there you
I don't
go.
know.
And here's the thing. As long as we think that way, it's never going to be possible.
You could strive for it, dog, but somebody's
But the
always gonna-
minute that you say, oh, no, man, that's it. You're done. Put it away.
I mean, we
Nah,
haven't.
it's
We
just
haven't.
reality.
No.
Without thinking, we haven't had incidents like that on our job sites.
I mean, but what do you consider an incident?
Somebody getting hurt.
Get somebody getting hurt,
Like
Lost
really
time.
hurt?
to where it's recordable.
Oh, okay, a recordable incident. Yeah, I think
First
that's
aid.
true. Yeah.
Stuff is that.
No, I think that is true.
Yeah.
A recordable.
But
See,
check-
I think we'd be good. Besides that little mishap with Manny's hand, with the cut.
Oh
But
yeah.
that also falls into the type of safety equipment we're using.
Yeah, because he was using. He did everything he
did everything.
was
Was
supposed to
supposed to
do.
do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. So see, that's just a freak accident, I guess you could say. But right away,
when you look at it,
took care of it.
when you look at it, and you're saying, hey, could we have done something else? Could we have done more? Right?
Yeah.
Could we have done more, or is this just a freak accident?
I think it was just an accident
It
because
was,
he
right,
had
it was
his
just
gloves.
He had no
on.
cut gloves,
Double gloves.
Yeah.
double gloves on top of that,
Yeah.
right? And it's still cut through, right? So then obviously we had the wrong class of no cut gloves, right? And now we've changed it. Now we have different gloves
Yeah.
that have Kevlar padding.
Kevlar padding, bro.
Yeah.
They're padding. Those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because them motherfuckers will cut through you like
But
crazy.
but see, like, look at and that's part of the culture change here, right? So companies would be like, hey, how about being more careful? What the hell, dude? I got you these gloves. I paid this much money for them. Instead, we're over here saying, hey, you know what? Maybe those gloves aren't good enough. What's better? What's better than that? Let's go test it, right? And then we tested it with a knife, sharp ass knife. Henry. Ex-Marine, he's probably home right now sharpening it. Probably.
I love Henry.
By the way, that's our safety director, Henry.
Shout out to
Shout out
Henry.
Henry. Oh, yeah.
Right. And so we tested it and we got that stuff done and it works. And so then, hey, and then when you look at it, what did it cost us? You know
Just
what I
a
mean?
couple hours, maybe testing. And,
$8 more a pair.
Oh, you're talking about like for the product. Yeah,
What did it cost us? $8 more a pair.
Yeah, compared to if he got his fucking finger
And if he
chopped,
needed freaking
sliced off, it would have been
8
something way
stitches
more.
across his hand. That's thousands of dollars,
Yep.
right? That's lost time.
And then not only the thousands of dollars you're losing, it's going to affect your safety rating,
And
then
I lost
which in turn, like
And I
it
lost
just
my
trickles down.
dude.
Yeah. Good
That's
old
the
Manny.
most important part. That's the
Yeah.
part that we minimalize, right? We give less value to.
Which should be the number one.
That should
thing.
be the most important thing. Because
Yeah.
guess what's happening when that guy's at home and recovering from the stitches, bro? He's not getting paid.
No,
he's
he's
gonna-
getting workman's comp.
He's
though.
gonna get workman's comp, but
But
it's,
it ain't really that.
it's not what he was making on the job.
yeah.
It's minimal. It's to offset it
Yeah.
so
heck
that
yeah.
you're not starving, but you're
Yeah.
still starving. Goddamn Apple costs $5 right now. You know what I mean?
Hey, inflation is crazy, huh?
Crazy, my dude.
Yeah.
I never go shopping, dog. It amazing. Like me and my daughter went and we just bought stuff for like burgers the other day. Oh, fucking spent damn near $100.
Yeah.
I didn't even buy
100%.
shit.
Got 2 boxes of cereal. That shit was $40. Bro. I was like, I didn't get no milk.
Use water. It won't hurt.
Hey, well,
That's what I hear.
put some water on that shit.
That's what I hear the most in my home.
Yeah.
What's
It's
that?
about grocery shopping and how much we spent.
Mm-hmm.
My old lady's always coming in talking about, I went to Stater Brothers today. Came out with like a handful of fucking shit for $200. I'm like, nah, man. It's like the same old.
And it ain't even that much
Yeah.
fucking shit, huh?
Nuh-uh. And we eat. I got 2 big ass boys in my house.
Oh, yeah?
Those motherfuckers can eat all day. They'll be up at 3 a.m. eating. I'm like, what the
You hear the fridge, the fridge alarm going off.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm gonna start doing that.
At least close the door. At least close the fridge door, please.
Fucking kids, bro.
So, yeah, and it just builds, right? And so then we send the guys there. They have to go through they're gonna see exactly the way we want it done, right? And the goal with that is that when they leave Rogelio's job and they go to another superintendent they're going to be working with, right? If that superintendent isn't holding it the same, I want you to question.
Hey, how come we're not doing it like
Hey,
this? Or why?
I was just at Rogelio's job yesterday, and he puts red tape around all this stuff. How come we're not doing that? Where are the caps for these? I know that we can't have these without these caps. Where are the caps at? You want me to get some?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They get enthusiastic about it because they were just trained a certain way.
Yeah.
So now the one thing that we know in human nature is that like you get trained and then you want to go put it into action. I did all this training. I did all this time. I listened to this guy in my ear telling me.
Let me go utilize everything.
Yeah, now I have to go put it into action.
And I'm glad he brought that up because I have our laborers, some pipe layers that come in and they go to the job sites, right? Mm-hmm. And they'll still call me. They'll be like, "Hey, this guy's not doing this the way we're supposed to do. They're not doing it this way that we're supposed to." I don't make that phone call to them to like belittle them or put them down. Like, why aren't you doing this? Why isn't this getting done? I'm getting phone calls from so and so because then that's gonna create a bad culture and animosity in our company.
Yeah, 100%.
So what I tell them is like, okay, pull them aside, tell them that this needs to be implemented. This is what you've seen, and this is what you think. Then after that, if there's a problem, all right, then I'll get involved.
Or hey, I noticed there wasn't an open trench sign over there. Where's it at? Where are they at? So I can go put one
There
here.
you go.
Right? Hey, where's your danger tape? Which bin is the danger tape in so I can go put it around this hole?
I think that's a better way of approaching that too. Like you just do it instead.
See, and because now he starts implementing it, and then everybody else is gonna see, and then it'll catch on.
Yeah,
We're there to check ourselves.
Yeah, I don't want to talk bad on anybody or do anything to anybody. You know what I mean? So.
Is it hard for you guys to get people to fall in line? Like, like after doing something so long one way, is it hard for people to buy in on that?
Not because day one, how he says everybody goes through me, right? I tell all the new guys. Remember, you were part of one of the conversations.
Yeah.
I was like, you guys got 2 choices. Stay home or come here to work and follow through everything that's going to be taught. That's it. If you can't follow, go home, you know? That's it. You only get 2 choices.
That's it.
And everybody
Those are the 2 choices.
Gets it, falls in line, and because everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
And nobody's upset about it. All the guys we have now, they're happy to do it. That's when it's second nature. A trench opens up, signs come up.
Yeah.
Tape rolls up.
Yeah.
Everything. You know what I mean? It's just a well-oiled machine now.
Yeah.
And we're only getting better.
Yeah. Do you have problems with people that don't want to do it?
They're not here.
yeah, real shit. They're not here.
That's real talk,
bro. From when I came in, and then with Jesse, right? There's only 1, 2, 4 of us OGs, I guess you could say. That would be me, Johnny, Oscar, Sergio, and Hassan.
Okay. And Juan Herrera.
Juan also 5, 6, right?
6 guys.
6. And there were 20 of us?
20.
Oh, in the beginning when you came.
When I came.
And they just started falling off.
They were like, man, fuck this.
Because you don't want to buy into the system.
Yeah, that's pretty 100%. Much.
You know what? Like how I feel, dog, is like if you want to work somewhere, right, and they have a system, buy into the system.
Or
why?
Don't work there.
Because you want to work there.
Yeah.
like, you can't always just do whatever the fuck you want, right? Because well, go start your own company if you want to do it every
All
day.
day.
Yeah.
You take the risk.
Just
Put your
buy
house up.
into this fucking system if that's what you want to do.
Exactly.
You know, like it's that easy, dog. So you just this company just went union in
March,
right?
Yeah.
And you guys, since I've been here, you guys are growing and growing and growing and growing.
We've grown 300% this year.
Are you still looking to expand your workforce? And if so, how can somebody come and work for you?
Well, we're always looking to expand. Right now we're at 9 crews. By the end of the first quarter, we'll be at 12. Each crew consists of, anywhere from 4 to 8 guys, depending on the size of the job. So, the expansion, we should be by the end of next year, or by mid-year, I should say, we'll be at right about 90 employees. Right now we're at 59.
And
59.
how much was it when you started? 20?
When I started, it was 17. It was 17 people when I got here. We
dwindled down to 11.
Yeah, we went down to 11. You want to talk about stress? Well, this used to all be black.
Those times were nuts.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Everybody was still on my job site.
It was nuts, man.
Wow.
Like you've seen before.
Yeah.
I was on. I get on machine. You seen it?
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. I've jumped in the hole. I've outdug a laborer. Right. I've thrown more rock than a laborer.
David Jacques.
Yeah. Challenge me. 100. Bring that. Let's go. Because I'm not going to make you do anything that I won't go out there and work circles around.
Heck yeah. That's how it should be, man.
100%.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, there was times me and him would run equipment to finish out a job.
Yeah.
Like, let's go.
How about this?
He'd be like, Aurelio, come through. All right, I'm there.
Sergio, superintendent, been doing this for 1,000 years, right?
Round of applause for Sergio.
Yeah, give Sergio a round of applause. My boy. Right, so Sergio Covarrubias, we had him on a job in Fontana. And it was to backfill chambers, right? And I was like, hey, you need to get this done in 3 days. And he's like, no way. No, Jesse, there's no way I can get it done 3 days. Maybe 5 days. I was like, you got 3 days. I need it done in 3 days. I don't think I can do it. I was like, Sergio.
Well, why were you telling that? In your brain, did you know it could be done?
Because I could get it done in 2.
Okay.
Because I can get it done in 2. Get it done in 3 days. I need it done in 3 days. In the job, I had 4.5 days to do it.
Oh, wow.
I need it done 3. Sergio, I need it done in 3. Oh, no, man, I can't. We can't do it. We can't do it. And I go, okay, all right, no problem. And then I hang up the phone with them. And then I call them back and go, hey, you're going to this job tomorrow. So I sent them to another job to go break concrete with the breaker.
Oh, wow. That was the discipline?
Yeah, 100%. You can't say no if you haven't even tried.
Yeah.
You gave up on me. You quit. Don't even show up. Let's go. If you would have went out there and it would have taken you 4 days to get it done, but you went out there and you busted your ass.
And you
got
tried and you went for it.
I would fucking respect the hell out of you.
Yeah.
But man, the person is not even going to try to put their boots on the ground for it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't got time for that.
And then what happened? Who did it?
I did.
You went out there and
with
did
2
it?
rookies.
But did you get it done in 3 days?
We got it done in 2.5 days because the 2 machines went down on us.
Oh, the first day we were there.
The first day they went down.
Hitachi.
Yeah.
With a Hitachi loader. Whoever runs those, by the way, no bueno.
Yeah.
Whoever's making those machines, please stop.
Hitachi, bro. Hey, I'll give this. They're excavators.
Yeah, it could be
all right, bro. All right.
They got a nice the electric, the hybrid one is all right.
Ooh,
yeah,
that was nice.
So
if I could get deer though in any site, deer and cat.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
On
I'm
Cobelco
not an
loaders.
operator. I don't fucking know the
Cobelco's
difference.
not too bad either.
Cobelco loaders are
So
shit.
I went out there with 2 new hires. David Jaquez, who was a roofer before we hired him. He had been working with us for 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Angel Sanchez. You know
My
what I
boy
mean?
Sanchez, round of applause
Hey.
for my boy Angel. Come on, dude. That's
Free Angel.
Oh,
Free
Angel got
Angel,
locked
yeah.
up already?
Free Angel
Oh,
Sanchez.
man, where the hell's Angel?
Free
at?
Angel Sanchez.
I need to get a T-shirt for my boy.
Yeah, I got
dog.
a Free Angel. His big old head. The picture of his big old head on that chest right.
My boy, dog.
So, Angel, who he had run some machines before, but he's a hybrid. He was a pipe layer and can run a piece of equipment. So threw him on the loader and he pissed me off. And I was like, why am I not buried in dirt? Because I was on the excavator.
I remember that.
I was like, bro, if you get on this excavator, I'm going to bury you.
Yeah.
If I get on the loader, you're going to get buried. Right? And he was like, no, I'm doing everything I can. I was like, man, you fucking suck. I'm honking the horn on, beep, 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 I need fucking dirt, you know. I got David over here with the hose, you know, and we're getting in, and I kick him off the loader, and he gets on the excavator, and I start with the loader, and from him, like, running into the pile, his wheels were digging in, and so it was like a minefield, dude. Like, oh my God, I almost threw my back out. It was terrible. So I was all pissed. Then the machine went down, right? And he's like, I don't know what this symbol is. It looks like an air. It's an air, like a cloud, right? Fucking ran out of def. And I was like, are you sure you run equipment anymore, bro? Fucking
Well,
def.
mind you, he ran scrapers
Yeah.
beforehand.
So
He was at Mount Movers running grading. You know what I mean? Shit like that. That's why. Until he got here and I
yeah.
was able to school him more on
And
it.
then
Yeah.
I called Rogelio. We got another loader out there. And then I was like, dude, you got to pass by. So he comes to pass by. The other loader gets there. We're going. And he's telling Angel, like, hey, bro, like, you got to fucking push. Like, stop scooping and dumping. Get here, get your bucket flat, and push the dirt. And then pick up and just dump it. Right? So he starts going. Rogelio gets on one of them. Now we have two loaders. Right, I said, Angel, get on the fucking excavator, and we buried the shit out of him. And
Damn, you guys didn't do that to Angel, man.
Oh, yeah,
Poor
for sure,
Angel,
for
dog.
sure.
You guys got to give him a chance.
And then the next day, back on it, Rogelio came half day, midday, and then shit.
Well, that's when I told Jesse, I was like, hey, well, fuck all this excavator shit, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, we're doing this loader shit because
Yeah.
I've done this before, right? With the chamber systems and all that shit. I'm like, nope. We're running loaders on this motherfucker. Me and Jesse. I was like, let's get it, dog. And because you're compacting, because the way we do in grading, right? Same thing with like the scrapers. You just run around, compact, same way. Same way.
With the wheel
You're
power.
compacting as you're pushing
As
it
you're
and
pushing,
shit?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as you cut and then you push, it's going. And so
So let's do it with the loaders.
done. And then so by the third day, by 10 a.m., I was out of dirt. I was like, I don't have no more dirt. What do you want me to do?
That's right.
And so that was done. Then they got us some more, and the graders finished the rest of it. And then when we were done at 10 a.m., took a picture of it, and I sent it to Sergio.
I
And
remember.
I was like,
He sent that out to the group,
I
bro.
was like, by the way, it took me a
I
half
was
a day.
fucked up.
It took me a half day longer than I wanted, even with broken down machines.
Yeah.
All I see was bubbles. Sergio's little text, just bubbles. Just I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, right. And look, what I was doing there is I was saying, like, look, if I'm asking you to do something, right, I think it can be done. If it doesn't get done, fine, right? But look, there's two things we can control. You've heard it. Everybody's heard it. Attitude and effort.
Mm-hmm.
Attitude and effort. You got those two things, I'll teach you the rest. Right?
Yes,
If
sir.
you have trouble with planning, you have trouble with attitude and effort, bro. That's what I need from you.
If you give me 100%,
100% of the
good
time.
enough for you?
100% of the time.
That's right.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
Right? And I'm going to go to bat for you every single time.
That's right.
Every
That's
single
right.
time. Without fail.
See, people need a boss like that, man. A lot of people,
Without fail.
there's not a lot of bosses out there like that. Like, a lot of bosses leave you hanging out to
We're
dry.
co-workers.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
We're co-workers.
Yeah, I like when you say
You know what I
that,
mean?
man.
Like, we're co-workers. You know what I mean? I just happen to be sitting in a seat where I get to talk to a different level of people.
Yeah. So if somebody wanted to get a job here, how can they go about it? Are you hiring people? What you looking for? Like,
So we can, if they're already part of the local labor union, they can, they can apply online to us, and then we can put them through that for a particular individual that we feel would be an addition to our ranks. Our company would be very positive for us. We sponsor those into the union.
That's right.
For them. You can apply at KSE, like Kana Subsurface Engineering .construction.
uh-huh.
All right, so www.ksc.construction. There
Yes,
is no
sir.
.com after that.
Mm.
It's just .construction, and that stuff gets sent to our recruiter, and then it goes from there. There's 4 companies under our roof.
So just for somebody that, like, say they do send it to the recruiter, right?
Mhm.
do they have to have experience? Are you looking for the most skilled people with experience? Or are you willing to work with people? Or?
Well, yeah, I mean,
I want to say something on this. We've had some skilled people come through, right?
trash.
Yeah, see, trash. See, that's what I'm getting at. And not in every case, that's what we want from what I've been seeing and what I've talked to Jesse about. We want those guys that don't know shit. Because how he has said, we can build skill, right?
Yeah.
But we can't build character, attitude, shit like that. If you come with a shitty attitude, you're already done in our eyes. Like,
Yeah.
if you can change, cool. If not, then you gotta go.
We got one now.
Yeah.
We got one now.
What, the character's not good?
Yeah.
Nah,
With the attitude.
But the improvement has.
But the
happened.
improvements happen.
Yeah.
But we had to force that.
But now he needs to prove to us that that's how it's gonna be now.
That he.
So
With
he
me.
has improved his attitude?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's taking on teaching.
Oh, okay,
well.
okay.
But under Rogelio's
Yeah.
hand. Do you understand what I mean? So, like,
So now the test is gonna be
the
when
test
he
isn't
leaves
if
me.
you could do it on Rogelio's crew, because Rogelio's gonna make you do it. Shit. Period. Hey, no, you don't want to. Okay, go ahead and go home, and you can come back and we can try this again tomorrow. I say it, dude.
And
like
it's
I
been
say,
done.
hey, dude, if you
It's
hey,
been
if you don't
done.
want it, just go ahead and go home, and tomorrow you can come back and you can try it again.
So so Johnny, my boy, round of applause for Johnny. Bring my
Hey,
hand dude right there, you know what I'm saying?
get that round of applause.
Oh, why did the system run down? There we go.
Yeah, fuck it up. Well, so homeboy, he had some delinquencies showing up late, whatever. I was like, no, you're sitting.
No.
He shows up the next day. Johnny looks at him like, hey, what are you doing here? He said, well, what do you mean? You're to work? He's like, nah. He's all like, I called her heavy. He's like, oh, no. He's like, yeah, you're benched, bro. Like, you're sitting. And then that next step was having to sit down with Jesse. And Jesse laid it down, like, pretty much, hey, this is it now. After this, it's a wrap. But to get to that point, bro, it's a long process. You just don't get to sit in front of them just at a 1 or 2 times.
I've noticed that. Like, you guys give,
consecutive.
man, I don't want to call it chances, but
Opportunities.
yeah, opportunities to improve yourself. Yeah. That's
chances,
good. Yeah. You guys give a lot of people opportunity to improve themselves, and
100%.
I've also seen it. Like, when you're done, you're done.
Hey, check it out.
And how he
You're
says,
like
we never fire
I don't
nobody.
fire anybody.
That's
People
it.
fire themselves.
He lives with that. And I'm getting that mentality.
Yeah.
I'll
And
never
it's-
fire somebody. People will fire themselves.
It's whatever happens is kind of like self-inflicted and
It's
shit, huh?
self-inflicted, man. Because I'm going to give you all the opportunity. That's what I'm
Heck
here.
yeah,
That's
heck
what I'm
yeah.
here for. Every opportunity, any learning experience that you want to do, anything that you want to learn on the job, any advancement that you want to make, any career path that you want to have, right? I'm here for it,
Yeah.
right? But there's certain boxes that you got to check off.
Yes,
Only people
sir.
that can check those fucking boxes off is yourself.
Yep.
Yeah, my boy Hectic right here said you can lead a horse to water, right?
Yeah,
but you
right.
can't make him drink it, man.
I'll drown that motherfucker in the water. Hold its head under the water. Trust me, they'll drink.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, that's exactly what it is. And so, and we've hired some guys, and they don't work. They don't work out for us. It's not that they're bad people, and I give them a great recommendation to wherever else they want to go work.
Yeah.
But once you leave the fold, you can't come back.
You're done,
gone.
deal.
Yeah, you can't
Hey,
come back.
You're
this
gone.
guy says he wants to join the union, but does union care about weed?
Yes.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. The only one that doesn't care about it is Local 12 because you can't test them.
Why not?
That's in their it's in their rules.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bro, how crazy is that?
I
The
didn't even know
operators
that.
The
don't
operator
have to
dude,
test.
they're like,
the
you-
most
How the hell
dangerous
can you not
motherfucker.
fucking test
It's
us?
It's in
dog?
their bylaws.
That's crazy.
It has to be okay. So check this how they got out of it.
That
So
is
it's in their bylaws, right?
insane.
And in
Take
their
a piss break.
in their bylaws, it states that it must do this particular type of urinalysis testing. Right? There's like 2 or 3 companies in the state that do that. Right? And it has to be within a certain amount of time. It's broken down, so it makes it impossible to hold. Okay, we could test them, we can get positive, but unless you did all this stuff, you can't hold them to that.
Wow.
Test them all you want. Yeah, I'll piss in this thing. I'm dirty as fuck. Don't worry. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? Make sure it's this type, because if it's not,
Wow,
It's out.
that's crazy.
it's out, and they can't publish it. You, me, we go to Concentra, right? Drove too close, pow, rip your mirror off, right? Ah, fuck, Steven. You gotta go take this piss test, bro. You go pee, right? And you pop positive for marijuana, right? Concentra pushed you on a fucking list. So anytime someone you go to get a job somewhere else, right? And you go to Concentra, right? They're gonna send you there. Concentra will send that employer like your past history of testing with them.
Oh, damn.
You're on the list, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't do that with operators?
No, they can't.
Wow.
You'll get sued.
Hey, shout out to the operators, man. Them fucking guys got their shit down pat. Yeah, my boy said construction is not for everybody. Do you think that you believe that?
I do believe construction may not be for everybody, but it's a damn good living.
Oh man, I love it.
It's a damn good living.
He also said that experience is the best hustle.
It is.
Oh, the best experience is the hustle.
It is. But, what we find, too, is that you got guys that are mechanically inclined. They got good attitude. But they got the freaking nightclub stroll on the job.
Oh, fucking walking slow as hell, man.
Bro. I ain't looking at your kicks. I'm not looking at your creases. Hurry up. Get to the fucking truck and give me the tool.
Let's talk about that, man. Though, like, fucking... People don't
work ethic, man. It's missing.
Like, you can't teach people hustle, dog. Like, or you can't give them the wants. Like, it's irritating sometimes, man.
Yeah, man.
I hate that shit. It's like,
super
fuck, man.
irritating.
Like, don't you want it like I do? Like, in my head, I'm thinking, like, don't you want it as bad as me? Like, don't you want to get this job done? Don't you want to fucking do this? You know?
Yeah. 100%.
And I see it, but then I'll say it like this. One of my mentors told me a long time ago, he used to be a BA in the union. He said, there's not going to be a great worker. Everybody in the union is not going to be a great worker, man. You got to find something for everybody.
Yeah, 100%.
If a guy's the best at taking out trash or picking up trash, why don't you make sure that guy is always doing what he does best? Right.
100%.
Because not everybody's going to be like that. But I also think, like, all right, fuck it. If you're going to pick up trash, then pick up trash with a vengeance. So, like come on, let's go get this shit.
I better not see. As the paper's coming out my hand, you're like, give me that. I need that. I need that.
Yeah, before it hits the ground.
Give me that.
That's funny you mentioned that, because we were just talking about that on the way here. We were talking about, like, different types of work, from the porta potty guys up, just different lines of work.
Right.
Like, they all do their work.
And
there'll be some badass dudes doing it, you know what I mean? It's just, they don't lay pipe.
But it ain't pipeline.
Yeah, but it ain't pipeline,
yeah,
bro.
but it's not pipeline.
But I respect every single profession, because I've heard motherfuckers firsthand disrespect another industry, Like, bro, why? Why try to put them down? I'm like, no, there's no need for that.
I feel like even if you're cleaning toilets, or say you are cleaning toilets, or whatever, you're picking up trash, like, if you do it, like, with meaning, dog, like, that's
you're providing
all that fucking
pride.
Matters, bro. Like,
Pride, bro.
But not everybody's like that, though.
No.
Like, it irritates the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
It irritates the hell out of me.
And I bring that up because that's what you're saying. You can't teach that work ethic.
Yeah.
Because those guys are doing it. They don't.
You
they're
can't
not
teach
happy
the drive,
doing it,
right?
but they're doing it. Yeah.
Well,
They're driven for a reason.
You got to know too that, people pass by and they're like, oh, they're working construction. They must have not been smart and good in school.
Shit.
Right?
You have to be smart to do construction.
You know what I mean?
Like,
oh, wow.
fuck?
You know why they're in construction? It's probably because they did a lot of drugs when they were younger.
I mean,
they couldn't get a job nowhere else. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. That's probably about 90%.
I mean, we did do a lot of drugs and shit, but that didn't mean we weren't smart. I was smart enough to quit.
Right? So, the stigma of, oh, you're just a construction. Well, what do you do? You know what I mean? Like, what do you know what I mean? And like, there's something to be said about trades, right? And trade training. We don't have welders. We don't have enough. We don't have enough operators. We don't have enough pipe layers. You know what I mean? We don't have enough traffic. Well, you can't have enough traffic guys, but you know what I mean. Concrete guys, finishers. They're old. Our guys are getting old.
Yeah.
Right? What the fuck happens when these guys retire?
It seems like the skill's not getting passed down.
It's not.
From what I hear, and
The
correct me
knowledge.
if I'm wrong, anybody out there, I think it's from every 3 that retire, no, every 6 that retire, only 1 replaces.
Yeah.
And that's we're
Yeah.
a dying industry.
It's a
I
dying
guess.
breed.
Yeah, dying breed. There you
It's a
go.
dying breed for sure.
Yeah.
And
It's
so
sad. It's sad because nobody. It's not that I don't know if they don't want to do it or just they're not being taught.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's hard, bro. Like, let's say I have an apprentice, right? And I try to explain to him, hey, bro, you got to work like this. You got to do this. You got to do this. Let me take a real situation. Last week, some guy was watering dirt, right? Yo, talk to me, man.
Hey, what's up, my boys? My name is Danny. I'm coming from the Modesto area, up here in the Central Valley.
Hell yeah. What's going on, man?
Well, just to kind of give you guys because I'm in the union too, but give you guys like kind of like the man, you know what, like that opposite side of where we go bad, you know, and like the people that fall, you know, in between the cracks.
Uh-huh.
Like, for example, like me, was just kind of give not to make a big story, but like I like 18 years in finance and sales.
Uh-huh.
You know, I love that. You know, I love, you know, pretty much helping people find what they need.
Yes, sir.
You know, pero after a while, you know, after having kids and stuff, like, especially trying to help my dad around the property and stuff, like, fuck, you know, even like helping with the fence or like a roof, like, nobody, how about, man? I was like, fuck, like, it's almost like the analogy where the father tells the son, hey, point the light right here.
Yeah, right here. Right here.
Point the light everywhere else, bro.
Right here. I said right
But
here.
right there, shit.
Yeah, in a nutshell, bro. You tell the son, I put them at key. Motherfuckers pointing at the sun, bro.
Yep.
And I was like,
I got one
what
of
the
those sons.
fuck? Like, dude, if I can't even learn that, what the fuck am I going to teach my kids?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, because what does a father want? Oh, we want to leave a house, a property. For what? I'm like, if I can't even teach them how to you know, do the fence, the plumbing, you know, how to maintain the property, what good was it living a lifetime just so all that could go to shit? You know,
That's true.
No, and then I always, because my grandpa, he's still alive, and then there's something I always tell my friends, like, look at, like, my grandpa, he doesn't know how to read or write, never drove a car in his life, had 13 kids. Like,
13, that motherfucker's getting busy, dog.
They had no TVs.
Hey, let's give him a round of applause
Hey,
for
give
the
him
grandpa.
13, baby.
Hey, 15 right here. Then.
There was one more, but it got lost. We're not counting that one.
Yeah.
The tall guy, you know what time it is, no, but I mean, he was bad about it. So, but and then he only built like 6 houses.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, fuck, what the fuck excuse do I have?
Yeah,
You know,
that's true.
You know, and I'm like, dude, like, and this is like knowledge that he got from his father. I'm like, I was like, you know what? There's no way that fucking, like, for his life to go in vain, they like to end there. Like, no, I want to. So I was like, you know what? I need to change. Like, one piece, you know, working like with your mind. I was like, but if you can't work with your hands, a la verga, you know. I was like, no.
That's true.
And maybe because I wanted to teach my kids something. So this is like a saying that I always say, like, okay, spending time in the office, ya conozco la pluma. I know how to work the pen like a motherfucker.
Uh-huh.
But I want to learn how to work como conocer la pluma, pero más que nada conocer la pala.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
Hey, well, I like
Because
that
the
shit. I
pen-
like that.
Because the pen, you know, it can only take you so far, but a shovel can move land and water.
Hell yeah. Damn, my boy's spitting game
Hey,
right now.
He's speaking.
Don't be mad if I use that.
I'm not gonna lie, that shit makes me horny.
You need
That shit makes me horny.
I get no motivation. I get all horny, bro. It's weird. No, but like,
you need a job and shit.
Yeah, you sure you want to stay living in Modesto, bro? I know a good spot down here.
Hey, so anyways, I'm gonna, you know, I also do like private seminars. I'm just kidding, I don't. But so being in finance, I got to learn a lot of companies because when I do career applications, it's an open book to a person's life. Knowing where they work, how much they get paid. So back in 2008, one of my best friends, he was still working, but when the economy crashed, so he was still working. He never stopped working. So I always knew if I was going to construction, I would want to go to that company. But so fast forward till now, it's like the last year, I was like, so it took me 3 years to kind of get training. Meaning, from going to the office, before I go pick up the wheelbarrow and the shovel, I want to make sure that my body's able to, because if my mind can do it, but will my body let me?
Yeah, that's true.
So I went to go do odd jobs.
Big factor.
In the heat of the summer, just to kind of, make sure that I'm able to. If I don't get fatigued, if I could do it in the heat of the summer, then okay, then I'm gonna take that step and then do that, because that's what I was hoping to do until I retire. And then worst case scenario, I'll go back to the office, if I become handicapped. But so it's like, yeah. So then I was like, okay, so then if I applied to that company, but I didn't know how that union stuff works and stuff. And so then I joined the Cement Masons. It was the Cement Masons.
Shout out to the Cement Masons, man. Yay. Those are hard workers right there, dog.
It's not that they're hard workers, it's just they have to work. Yeah. That's the thing about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that creates the hard workers. You have to do hard work.
It's like when they do it with style and talent, when they do it just like when they enjoy it.
But it ain't pipeline.
So before,
that shit makes me horny.
Especially with cement, like it don't even matter, so it can get hard, bro. You just gotta put other shit into it. So when I started working at the company, I was like, oh shit, well, it's a company that, so like, no wonder he's always been working. Because they do a lot of schools, and they're real tied up with the county. So anywho, so I was there, and then ya sabes, when unfortunately in our culture, when one's in power, we oppress each other. It's unfortunate we're like that, and instead of like building
teaching
each other.
Yeah.
Instead of, well, the thing is, if you can't franchise your talents, you're fucking pathetic. All that knowledge that you have, if you can't replicate it and expand it, then you're worthless.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how good you are.
Yep.
Because if your son can't duplicate what the knowledge you gave, what good was it for you to be a father?
Damn, how much going deep.
Tell me how you really feel, Doug. Tell me how you really feel, Doug.
You're a piece of shit dad if your son can't do shit.
Tell me how you really feel.
Are you throwing some low blows at somebody?
Who hurt you, Doug? It's when everybody says, oh, I want to do it. I want to do the hard work so my kids don't have to. Who the fuck told you that you had to do that so they don't do that? Like, no. Like, no one's ever said that you need to do the hard work so they don't have to. Like, what the fuck makes you think that they don't want to do that work? Obviously, they're going to see what their father does, and they're going to want to do it. And if you keep that from them, they're going to search somewhere else that's going to fucking, teach them who to follow.
I think there's a difference to that, though. You know what I mean? Teaching them hard work and then having them work hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to succeed so your children don't have to do that.
Yeah.
But you want to teach them about hard work.
Yeah, because I guarantee you, there's going to be things that are hard for you that's going to be easy for him. And there's going to be things that are easy for him that are going to be hard for you.
Yeah, that's true.
As long as you have your limbs, your legs, you have no excuse not to do anything.
That is very true, very true.
There's people with half of your body that fucking can do way more than you can.
Hell yeah.
It's like, while they're sitting down, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Hey, the owner of our company, he doesn't have one leg, dog, and he's making millions and shit, dog.
Oh, shit, that's all you need, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking call it. What did they, tripod?
The tripod.
No, but and so anyways, so okay, so then I joined that, and then fucking so we took our lunch, you know, and then he fucking sent me home for my lunch, laid me off, and well, I mean I didn't. Also, I was laid off as an apprentice, and because he had signed to train me, but a lot of times, you know, it's like there's a good book that I recommend. It's called The Peter Principle. Basically it says is your competence is what gets you promoted.
Yeah, that's true.
To your level of incompetence, meaning if you're a good mechanic and because of your skill, you become the shop supervisor, whatever it may be. But and that kind of promotion, it's not so much that you're mechanic and kind. No, it's now you're in the business of people, customer service. You know how to attend paperwork, how to attend, you know, certain laws, regulations. So if you don't expand your knowledge to just to be a mechanic, well, now you become incompetent because now you forgot how to be a mechanic because you're overwhelmed by shit you don't know. It's like learning a new language. You start losing your original language, but you still had to learn the new one.
Yeah.
So that's what happens. That you become incompetent, you know, and all you're left with is a fucking title that doesn't mean anything because you just become completely incompetent.
Yeah, but then as you like grow and exceed in your field, I mean, you're going to kind of forget what it's like to be in that trench again, right? You're gonna go and you're gonna forget little things, dog. Like, you know, like I was digging, I think like when we were digging, like a couple weeks ago, a couple weekends ago or whatever. It took me like probably like a couple minutes to remember the fucking math to do the numbers and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like rise over run, and I was like thinking like, man, it just when you don't do something every day, you kind of lose it, and you do remember. You know, so
yeah, but your instincts kick in. Like you just notice something's out of line. Like, and that's where your instincts kick in. I'm sure that's why what you felt. Or like, wait, something's here off.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but something doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
So I mean, that just so it's I mean, it means you're still a learner, but you know, which because you genuinely care about the work. You know, you're just not doing it because you have to. You genuinely care about it. So you're able to catch that and notice, like, man, you know what? Something's off today. Like, there's just, I don't know what it is, but something's missing. And it's always some fucking little small thing. Like, some little thing that's off. You know, and, you know, you're able to catch it.
Hell yeah.
But anywho, so, fucking, then I was left without, you know, work and shit. Like, I didn't know how that fucking journeyman shit worked. So, me, I always kind of been someone, like, I don't like to half-ass it. Like, you know, if I'm able to, because my thing is, like, I want to be, like, my whole thing was to be the guy digging the hole, but to be the architect that designed it. You know, where I could just fucking take off my overalls and put on a tie. But, you know, be like the all-in-one guy. You know, so, because I would tell them, like, dude, like, okay, you want to be a performer, cool, but if you're worried about inspection, dude, you get paid enough money to get your fucking inspection license. Just so you can have it, not so you can be an inspector. No, so you can fucking fact check yourself. Because it's like, why are you going to depend on another man to tell you that what you did wrong? No, you should be able to tell your fucking damn self, you know, if you're up to code or if you have, you know, the right paperwork.
All you got to do is just follow the blueprints and the standards, dog. Like, that's all you got to do.
No, exactly. And I'm like, dude, and I mean, you could be fucking, to be compliant with safety, dude, just take your fucking OSHA 30. Like, just go through the fucking course. It's $150, you know, and it's going to kind of refresh you. You know, because after, like, I was kind of left out on the limb, like, dude, like, we're almost becoming homeless, and, like, I kind of went through it, you know.
Oh, shit.
No, not that way. Like, I don't want to go into it a lot, but,
Well, I mean, you already took up half of the show. You might as well keep going.
Hey, bro. Hey, yes, what's your Wi-Fi password, dog, so I can fucking...
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, no, so, I mean, yeah, like, you know, I mean, it goes pretty deep. but that's when I started learning about like the law, like public procurement, how these fucking. I was like, so how does this company get all these projects? You know, and I'm like, how they do like the fucking lease back, like where they'll fucking take ownership of the school district and they'll fund the money. Like I started seeing how.
My boy, I gotta go. I can't do it any much longer. My man.
But I like how the way the other guy approaches his things, where like he looks like he actually cares about helping out the guys.
He does. He does.
100%.
And I can tell you, I'm not sure if he has kids or not, but I can tell you that his kids are probably good kids because the way a man is on the outside will tell you what kind of house he's running.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, they all right.
Yeah, one of my youngest son is here with me. Yeah.
Hey, he's been on a good behavior over here in the corner.
Oh, hey, I dispensa. No, and I could tell by the way he leads. I didn't even know that I wasn't even sure that was his son, like, don't ask, don't tell. But,
oh, yeah, Rogelio's his son.
No.
But I was like, but you can tell that, the way you can tell, like, okay, how he runs a tight ship at his home,
Yeah.
Because the guys, I'll leave you guys with this. The guys that try to fucking boss other guys is because they have girls that they can't boss. Means that their fucking wives or their
That's why she
girlfriends
gone.
are fucking, they're false. So they try to get other men to feel fucking worthless too because they can't even leave at their house.
Yeah.
So, before you tell me what to do, tell your lady what to do, and then come at me, and then I'll help you.
Damn.
All right, no, you have a good one, dog. Man, my boy came at us with some game. 15 fucking minutes he was going, dog, and I felt like he was going to go another 15.
He was chopping it up right here. Right? Like it's right here.
He was passionate, bro.
Yeah.
I'll give him
yeah.
that. He's passionate.
You know what it is. He's driving home right now.
Hey, so what can we expect for the future of KSE?
For the future of KSE, next year we'll probably double in size
All right.
from what we are right now. We've had our best year in the history of our company this year.
That's right. That's
You know what I
right.
mean?
Let's give a round of applause for that.
Killed it.
Not only a round of applause, the horns, dog.
Baby.
I don't know what the hell's wrong with the sound effects today. There's
Yeah, I don't
something
know.
wrong with that shit.
Return it down.
Our best year ever prior to me getting here was like $10 million. Last year we did $7 million. By the time it was all said and done, I took over the company last April. And so with the stuff that was on the books, we did like $7 million last year. This year we'll do 30.
30 fucking million.
30
like
million.
you're talking about right now, like till December, like all together from January 2023 to December.
So this year we did $30 million in sales.
Wow.
And we by the end of December we will put up $20 million in the ground.
Oh wow. There we
Bill,
go, man.
Pass me my paycheck.
There
Pass
we
us our
go,
checks.
man. Hey, congratulations on that
man.
shit, dog. You gotta be proud for
I
yourself
am.
for that shit.
I am.
Man.
It's the company wasn't always in the best. It was a fucking burning dumpster fire when I got here. This shit was on fire, bro. It was melting.
Yeah.
It was melting, and it was just
Melting.
people weren't paying attention. Guys were walking around the job. There was no sense of urgency. It was just like, hey, if I get this done, great. If I don't, I'll just do the rest of it tomorrow. You know what I mean?
that.
Like, well, this is like 2 days of work, but I don't know where I'm going on Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's Monday. I got 2 days worth of work, and I don't know where I'm going Wednesday. So I need to make sure that this shit lasts for as long as I can make it last. That's a problem.
Well, our crews. And I say our crews because the other fucking guys didn't want to fall in line. We be killing it, and it's just like, bro, step it up. But every job you would go to, that was it, bro.
That was the thing, and that's
it was
the
extra
nightclub
work
stroll
orders.
thing.
It was extra work orders, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, we shut that shit down
Shut that
because
shit
he was
down.
like, nah, I need this. I was all right, I'll implement it.
Because what we were having was guys were trying to make money, trying to save the job by writing up extra work tickets.
Every day.
Oh, well, I had to move this fence over, man. You need to pay me 2 hours. Fuck you, 2 hours. Move the fucking fence.
Yeah.
You took more time walking around trying to get this guy to sign your fucking ticket than it would have took for you to kick the fence out of the way and
just
dig the
move that
fucking
motherfucker
hole.
real quick, huh?
Dig the hole. Get the pipe in the ground. Let's go.
Heck yeah.
And so there was none of that. There was none of it. Everybody was just kind of like floating. And so I was like, this is horse shit. check it. Either we're going to put some pep in our step or you're not going to be here.
That's right.
Like, look, man, I will go to the ends of the earth fighting for you fucking guys. 100%. You doubt it all you want, and my actions will prove it itself. Right?
Oh, yeah. I could vouch for that for
Right.
sure, man. 100%. That's what
But
kind of boss you are.
at the same time, I expect 100%, 100% of the time. And if you're not giving it to me, I will be the first fucking guy to tell you that.
Yeah.
That I promise. But
Yes,
when you're
sir.
doing well, I will be the first fucking guy to tell you that.
Yes, sir.
Right? And so,
Or tell you to hurry up.
or tell you to hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry, even when you're doing good. All right, hey, man, that's a great job, but
Hurry up.
hurry up. I need you to hurry up. Because that's what it is. That's what it is. I got someplace. My thing for it was always like, I have somewhere else for you to go.
Yeah.
I got somewhere else for you to go.
There's more work to be done.
Right?
Get
There's
at
more work to be done. There was a time where I was saying, hey, there's more work to be done. I need you to hurry up. And I felt bad because I didn't know where I was going to send these guys. Right? Because fucking guys weren't bidding.
Yeah.
This was part of the last regime's demise.
Yeah.
Was that,
You were picking up the pieces. I mean, it's
yeah.
understandable.
And so I picked it up. I mean, I've been running the company. Let me see. We're in a year and 7 months. Right? We were in a $2.4 million deficit.
Damn.
Oh, hey. What we talked about the other day. Where we at now, dog?
I owe $200,000.
You said what?
Yeah.
I owe $200,000.
You owe 200,000
Yeah.
from that 200 to
Two-
that 2 million.
2.4 million. This year we've paid off over $2 million.
No shit. What was it like? A
200.
job that went wrong? A couple jobs that went
It
wrong?
was multiple jobs that went wrong, poor management, no change order work being taken care of, lawsuits, fucking
Super's not doing their job.
supers not doing their jobs, claiming stuff that wasn't even in the ground.
Oh
like just-
shit.
Like it was just, and there was no check. There was no check on it.
Yeah.
So I fillet it open. I get here. He's like, help me out. And I was like, help you out with what? And he's like, I need you to help me out with this job. I got to collect this money. I said, look here, man. If you want me to take this job over, when I do this, I got to open it up.
Open the books.
Right?
Go back to page
I
one
need
and
to
see where
from the
everything
day
went
you
wrong.
signed this contract to where the fuck we're at today. And how did we get here or how did we not get here? You sure I'm an Inspector Gadget motherfucker. If you want me to get in there, bro,
Inspector Gadget.
I'm a fucking go gadget eye, the whole thing, all that. And so the numbers didn't make sense. Like you were taking money and you were moving money within the job. So it looked like we were earning money. We weren't earning no money. You were claiming time. You were claiming pipe, but there was no money for it.
Yeah.
You claimed it all already because we were doing so bad that we needed money. We need cash flow. I'm sorry, guys, but the way companies work, the way business works is you need money in the bank.
Yeah.
Okay? Having jobs on pipe on the books, if it ain't going in the ground, you don't got no money in the bank.
Yeah.
Right? So, but when you bill like you put that pipe in the ground
Yeah.
and you ain't put it in, eventually they're going to catch up.
Yeah. It still has to get done no matter what, right?
It's got to get done. So when 4 months down the road, when I'm over here spending $120,000 in a month for payroll on a job that I should have all the pipe in the ground already, what happened? What happened here?
Yeah.
Right? And nobody could explain it. And I was like, oh, I can. Here you go. Well, what the fuck is this? Well, this is what we're doing. This is how we're paying our bills. The job is supposed to pay for itself
Yeah.
as it goes. It's supposed to be able to pay all its bills, all its employees, right? And make 15% minimum.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be, right? We weren't doing that. And so we were just collecting money on because we needed to pay bills. So this job over here was short $200,000. So let me bill 200 extra thousand over here. So I get that 200,000 in the bank so I could pay this guy's bill over here.
Yeah, and at the end, it's like, all right, man, like
We did this job for
there
fucking
ain't no
free.
more money you can take over here.
We did the job for free.
And they were running like that for at least good 3-4 years.
Yeah, 3-4 years.
shit.
Yeah, man. And so they got into a deficit. So, like I said, like Kana Companies is 4 companies. Okay, you have Kana Subsurface Engineering, which is us, which is the best. We're the disabled
Stay
veteran.
humble, Doug.
It's okay. Sometimes. We're the disabled veteran union arm of the company. We do a lot of federal work, base work, schools, colleges, hospitals. anything federal, anything that needs a veteran presence, they have to spend a certain amount of veteran dollars.
Yeah.
Right. So we get that. We get those jobs. That's how we were able to enter into PLAs, which is the labor agreement, right?
Yeah.
Which is why I was like, why are we not union? Like, because of our veteran status, we're able to do union jobs.
Yeah.
We just have to sign the fucking this labor agreement with that, and they say, okay, if I need any extra guys other than my guys, I will take it from your union.
Yeah.
Okay, if I need any more than this 2 operators I have, I will take it from local 12. And they're like, fucking cool, because I gotta spend this union labor freaking veteran money.
Heck yeah.
Right? And so that's where we're at. And so I was like, why are we not union? Oh, well, it's because, we don't want to do the paperwork. And I was like, we're fucking a disabled veteran company. I go, you know how many doors are going to open for us? Oh, well, then we're going to have to do freeway work. We're going to be, I was like, good. Fucking why not?
Like, we should be wanting to do that.
Yeah, they were
kind of
scared.
shit.
Bro,
Yeah.
the man was scared, bro.
But you know what? He was scared because we weren't doing that.
He was scared.
We're doing bullshit ass fucking little side school jobs. I
Yeah.
mean, we were making. Yes.
And so they did 7 million. We made $850,000 profit.
Oh, shit.
Trash.
What the fuck, man?
It was trash.
Damn.
Trash. And the year before that, like when he did my first year here, I started in August, right? So it was just the last 4
And
months.
they were
of the year.
happy about that 7 million.
No, they didn't have anybody to
850?
fucking replace the guy.
Like, what the fuck? You 7 million? You better be breaking me off a little more
Right.
than that.
And so with Eric, like I felt bad for the guy as well, because I'm like, damn, bro, like you had, this is what I was talking about earlier, like he had people lead him astray. You know what I mean? They weren't for him, they were for themselves, they were for their own clout. Right? Instead of being for what you're gonna do, like the company takes care of us. Right? So we need to take care of the company.
Yeah.
My mindset.
That's
Right? But it's also my mindset to make sure that my guys know that they're taken care of. I pay higher than most people. We pay higher than most companies. Right? Even before we were union. To where when we came into the union, my guys are already at scale or higher. They're like, well, you don't have to pay that guy that much. Give a fuck. That's what I pay him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, well, the max scale on this guy is, $37. Well, he's getting 41. Well, you don't have to pay him that. But I pay him, bro.
Yeah. It's already done deal.
I know that I could chop him down. I could probably have a conversation with that gentleman and be like, hey, dude, with the level that
you're
you
getting
are
fucking benefits and
coming
shit
into the
now
union,
and
you're
all
not going to
this.
have to pay no more, insurance money, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to take care of that for you. So I'm going to cut your wage down to this because you're not having to pay this. You were paying $800 in insurance, $1,000 in insurance for you, your wife, and your kids, right? You're not going to have to pay that $1,000 no more. So, meet me in the middle, right?
Yeah.
We could have very easily done that. Why?
And you just kept it straight across?
Why? Yeah. 100%.
That's
You would have had
dope,
some
man. That's
disgruntled
dope.
employees, I'll tell you that.
You know what I mean? Like, why?
Let somebody tell me they're going to come in. No, hell.
You know what I mean?
We're fine, man.
Yeah, we're squaring up. Square up, Regina.
Straight
Let's
up.
go. And so that part, the making sure the guys know, like, hey, dude, we value your presence here.
Heck
we
yeah.
value your skill here.
Yep.
Right? But with that, you need to show that shit. If I'm going to value this, because you're going to tell me you're worth this and you're going to tell me you have this and that you can do this, then do that shit.
What if somebody comes and tells you they're worth something and they're not? What do you do in that
Oh,
situation?
we've had a few situations like
Yeah.
that. We weed them out.
Do you allow them to make themselves worth that? Or do you just cut them off real quick?
Well, I'll tell you that. That's a perfect example because we got one like that. 2, I believe.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah. And first day, so I hear that he's this level, and I'm like, okay.
Set this up.
I'm already here from my guys, 2 guys, that they're not. I'm like, okay, and they're reliable guys, James and Johnny. I'm like, okay, so their word is, that's it. I believe them. So right away I roll up in there, and I'm like, hey, so what level are you? He told him he was at a different level, but now he's talking to me, and I'm like, I'm only going to give you one opportunity to tell me the truth.
Yeah.
So tell me the truth. Where you at?
Yeah.
What do you know how to do? I was like, because if I put you in this task and you fail, we have a problem. But if you tell me right now that you don't know,
I will teach you.
I will teach you.
that
Yeah.
I
part.
want to show you.
Yeah.
That part.
And right away, he told me he was a lower level. He didn't know. He only messed around with this shit here and there. He was out for like a year or 2 or something. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll work with you. But show me that
you want it,
That's right.
and that's
That's
it.
right.
And that's key.
Hell yeah.
That's key. Like, hey, look at you. Want to be honest with you as an employer, right? As a guy who's in a leadership position to you, you don't want me lying to you. Fuck that guy if he's lying to you, right? So then don't lie to me.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah, that's good. That's
mutual
I think
respect.
that's pretty fucking dope that you gave him the opportunity. Like
Yeah,
that.
100%.
I didn't say
So-
nothing. I didn't do
Yeah.
nothing about it. I
We got to.
that was
We
it.
have to.
Yeah.
But I let Jesse know he's not at this level. So now the decision's on you if you want to
Change his pay or
or change
whatever.
it up.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now
What did
that
you end
falls
up
on
doing?
him.
What I ended up doing, I said, don't expect a raise until you can hit all these numbers.
Oh, that's cool though. No, you didn't chop him down, but you told him you ain't getting
I told him that's what I should absolutely do.
Uh-huh.
I was like, you know that you're paid more than what you're worth.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even that type of conversation. It was like, hey, man, I see that you were classified this. I believe that you're misclassified, right? Based on the talent that you're showing out there in the field. But I do see some determination and some grit out of you that says you want to be this guy.
Yeah,
Okay?
heck yeah.
I'm going to give you a year. You're not going to get a raise until that.
Oh, that's good. I mean, that's a good bargain, though. That's
Okay?
really,
So
really good.
now that's just for your skill part.
But now he has to prove that too to the guys on the field because
Yeah.
they know.
That's just your
Oh,
skill
yeah,
part.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I
How,
get that.
how's the guy that, let's say, makes less than him and he knows that he makes more? You know, how's he gonna feel?
How you ever gonna lead somebody and
But
you
now-
don't know too, though?
But now that's where that other conversation comes in with the other guy. You know, like, hey, I need a raise.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah,
that part.
yeah.
Because all you motherfuckers talk out there. Everybody talks. Right? Hey, don't talk about wages to anybody. Yeah, no. You know how much I'm making over here. Bro.
That's the one
Like,
thing
like,
that
Nah, I
Yeah,
never,
yeah,
that's
oh,
the
man,
one thing. I don't
that's-
talk about that
no,
shit.
that's
man.
the one thing. Like, if the guys do, they have all the right to talk about it.
Yeah.
But I don't like putting in my 2 cents on that because I started, like, again, from the bottom, you know? And it's like, I know where that goes to. It's
What
a
they
slippery
paid
slope.
Rogelio
I
when
never tell anybody at all what I make.
what they paid Rogelio when they brought him over here was fucking disrespectful.
It was a fucking joke, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No
See, that
shit.
falls back to what we were talking about. You know, I said what I wanted. After 3 months, they didn't give it to me. So I was like, okay, so that was another problem. Why I was already feeling that way when he
Yeah,
came.
yeah.
So I got offered the position 2 or 3 times to move up to foreman. I said, no, fuck no. Until Jesse came along, and then I knew he wanted me to move up. So you know, we had the conversation and shit.
I don't
Well,
take
that-
no for an answer too well. Just saying.
No means yes, bro.
Yeah. when it comes to work, no means yes.
Shit.
Yes means
and,
yes.
yeah, so I knew. Then I got the call. I was laying next to my old lady, and I get the call from Wes, but I knew that I had already talked to him. So I was like, "Do you really need me to move up?" And he was like, "Yes." I was like, "All right, then I'll do it." But I already knew who I'm gonna be reporting to, what's who I'm gonna be under. So that's the reason I took it.
Yeah.
But it's still, as soon as I hung up, my old lady's like, "What?" I was like, "Fuck!" I was just like, "Fuck!" I didn't want this because I was in a bad spot. You know, I had lost my brother, and I was in a bad depression for 2 years. Bad.
It's understandable.
You know what I mean? And so when I came to this company, I was trying to, I guess, find myself again.
Yeah.
And bro, the energy, the vibe from the new people that were coming in the office, it was fucking incredible.
It helped you out, huh?
Hell yeah.
It helped. Yeah, that's the same thing it did for me, man.
I go to work happy. I
You're
go up to the
supposed to.
office. The vibe is, you know, we click.
Yeah.
We
hell
literally
yeah.
are a big family, bro.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
It's kind of like you don't fucking have like, you know, like I've been worked for a lot of companies and shit and done a lot of jobs, dog. And a lot of time you go into work and you're just going to work.
That
Yeah.
part.
Me, I enjoy going to work.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I
That
have
part.
no.
I
Like,
wake up
fuck,
excited.
man, I don't want to go to work today. Like, I don't feel like that, dog. Like,
Well,
I don't
Steven,
feel
you-
like
you're
that
first
shit.
hand example how I roll up to work. My music bumping always.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
bumping some Taylor Swift. Ooh, T Swift. Some Katy Perry. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. Katy Perry, fireworks, Carmen, I'm bumping that shit.
Hit the horns on that shit.
Hey,
Hit the
bro,
horns
I'll
on
tell you
that
this. I roll up, windows down, music up. My guys get hype, bro. You know, my guys get hype. You know what I'm talking about?
Hell yeah.
T
Nah,
Swift,
I
if you
love it here,
listening.
man. I love it here, and I can't wait to see what happens. Knowing that you guys just barely went union and everything, I feel like I joined the company, not at the very, very start, but I felt like I jumped in right at the takeoff and everything, you know, and I can't wait to see what happens in the future because I'm willing to sit here and grow. Like I said, I'm not a, how can I put this without sounding stupid? It's not that I don't care about money, it's that my wife is now making enough money to where it's not the main factor in my life anymore.
Right.
And I'm willing to grow and just go through. I mean, not that you guys don't pay well, but you know what I'm saying. Like I'm willing to grow and go through the steps and go.
Move up.
Somebody could come and offer me $5 more now. I learned my lesson when I left already. I'm gonna be like, nah, I'm cool, man. You know, they can offer me $7, $8. I'll be like, nah, I'm cool. Because money is not important for me right now. I get home every day like at 4:30. Dog. I haven't. It's been 7, 8 years before I got home like that every day, dog. Like you know, and sometimes I get home sooner than that. You know, like that. Bro, I'm able to pick up my daughter, bro.
That part.
I'm able to pick up my daughter, and my wife can't. She goes to work at night. You know, before I was at Valverde, I was working out in Lone Pine, like going towards Mammoth, and my son was in he was in Little League football at that time, whatever they call it. I don't know what they call it. Yeah. So one day I got off early out there, right? And I show up to a practice and I'm sitting there with my wife, and then a guy and his wife was sitting next to me, and a guy shakes my hand. His name's Mike. He goes, "What's up, man?" And he's like, "Who you here for?" I was like, "Oh, Steven, Jessica's my wife." And my wife was a coach. And he's like, "Hey," he tells his wife, "he does exist." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, your wife talks about you and shit, but we never seen you before. I was gone for 2 years." You know, he's like, he was like, either you were in jail or she really didn't have a husband and shit, you know? That's fucked up. So being here, like, I'm able to do stuff like that. We went to, I think I only missed like 2 of my daughters because she's a cheerleader, so I only missed like 2 of the games because to get off early enough to go, you know what I'm
Set
saying?
it up.
Like, I fucking love it here, man, and I wouldn't trade that for $5 to $10. It's like, I wanted to go through it, man.
Just don't take a $2 raise.
Don't take a $2 raise. If you do, I'll be pissed. You better be worth it.
Nah, man, I would like to thank you guys, man. And any last words you guys want to say before we get out of here?
Just keep the positive energy always.
Always.
Attitude and effort is what we can control.
Heck yeah.
Right? And teach the guy next to you.
Heck
Teach the person next to you.
And
Give them that knowledge.
if you're unhappy where you're at, if you have the opportunity, don't be scared to make that jump.
Yeah.
Because I was scared. I'll admit that shit. Until a few of my homeboys told me, hey, do it. Just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Make the leap, make the jump, and hey, it'll be all right.
And keep the haters in the rear view.
Boom. Palabras.
100%.
Heck yeah, man. So I want to personally thank you guys for helping me out whenever I have a problem, and I know I could call on you, Rogelio, and for you to help me out. You never sound irritated whenever I am in a bind, and you know, so you've been here longer than me. You know the system. You are the system. You know, you're helping create the system. So I never hesitate to call you. I know that I can pick up the phone. Sometimes, you know, people don't want to call other people for help because of what the other end of that phone's going to sound like. And I never feel like that with you, bro. Like, I don't have any pride to call you. You know, I'm learning the new system. And a lot of people, like I always say it, like, I know a lot of pipeline, but you guys do a lot of things different that we don't do in normal pipeline. And I will say, well, I don't know how to do it, but I am willing to learn. Yeah. And you have, since I started here, have always answered the phone with the open mind and never made me feel you never belittled me or made me feel like I'm less than whatever I think I am.
Because you're not. You know, all Jesse says. We're all co-workers, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. Heck yeah. I think you did a good job by putting him in charge, man. I think you did a good job by showing him your way, the way that you want to do it.
How about this? When he was an operator and I told him that I was going to, I didn't even tell him, I was telling the group that I'm going to promote him to a superintendent. Wes was like, he said he don't want to go. He's going to be my superintendent. And he's like, he said he don't want to go. I go, I'm going to tell you this right now. That's going to be our best superintendent.
Yeah.
And they're like, he's a fucking operator. I was like, that's going to be my best superintendent. Right
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And why? Why? Why do you think? Because he buys in.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I know for a fact that if we can get him on the right and on the positive, there's no stopping. He has no ceiling.
And
There is no
the
ceiling.
100%
stopping.
thing that
I'm
I think
fucking
is
going.
dope about the whole thing, dog, is I feel like you really believe in everything you're saying. It's not like you're just like, hey, we got to do this and this and that. Like, you really believe what you're saying. You
I
know?
live it, and my old lady knows. You know.
Hell yeah.
It's a
That's
process.
it. Oh, and by the way, I love you, girl. I wouldn't have done it without you either.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, she helped me. She helped me.
I wish I had one of those.
Yeah, that'd be pretty nice. You gotta get one of those in there.
All right, man. Thank you guys for joining me, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
You guys
awesome.
are welcome anytime, man. All you
Yeah.
guys over here, thank you for giving us a little bit of your time.
Yeah.
Any bit of your time is really, really important, man.
That's
You
right.
guys, I hope we continue to have more conversations like this about, you know, construction and some grown man shit. You know, all we ever hear about is the hood and who I shot and this and that and bang, bang, bang. But also, what about the people like us that made it out of the neighborhood and people like us that are striving to do more and change our lives? You know, I think conversations like this can help the youth, and it makes you think there's opportunities out
Yeah.
there for everybody.
There's a
man.
lot of
The streets are the streets, bro. Get at them. Like,
Heck
it
yeah.
ain't worth it.
Yeah.
And I'm an example of that shit, you know? Bullet wounds and shit for what?
Yeah.
Back then, I thought it was a shit. Now, fuck all that.
Yeah,
that
and
shit.
you know, it leads to a better life, man. Everybody
Yeah.
always talks about getting up out the hood. You don't have to be a rap star
Nah.
or an actor to get up out the hood, man. Just apply yourself and
Get a
do
trade.
the best that you can.
get a trade.
Heck yeah.
Find something.
Get in a
that
blue collar trade, bro.
find
Heck
something that
yeah.
you love to do and get and let that shit kill you.
Heck yeah, man.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Do that shit till you die, man.
Hell
I love
yeah.
that shit. Passion. Passion is a big thing,
Heck yeah.
right? We're passionate about what we do.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? When I wake up in the morning, I'm like, fuck yeah, I get to do this shit again.
Passionate,
Thank you.
reliable,
Thank you, dear Lord. I get to do this again today.
integrity.
Yes, sir.
Right? All right? Integrity. We have a thing. Profit. Right? Passion. Reliability. Optimism.
Fearless,
Integrity.
integrity.
Teamwork.
Yeah, man. That's right. I
Our
like
5
that. I
core
like
values.
That's our core values.
that. Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? That's our core values of our company.
Yes, sir.
Right? And you can't have any of it without all of it.
Yes, sir. All your ducks got to be in the row.
You can't have any of it without all of it.
Heck yeah. You guys got to be listening to this kind of shit because, man, it can change your life, man. It can change your life.
And it's applicable to anything.
Or anything you do.
Yes, sir.
It's applicable. Like I said.
All right, man. Thank you guys again.
All right.
Thank all you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you. Much love and respect. Stay solid and stay blessed.